least 100 cars there, probably more.
Osborne, you want to get your mic in position, do a little mic check. I'm going to get rolling because you guys we're chatting it up, and we're just going to start rolling live here soon. Why does this sound crazy now? How come I'm getting all this feedback? Why am I going to get feedback here? Check. And
Check.
you don't hear anything in the speakers are off, right?
I'm not hearing anything coming
I'm the
out of
only one
speakers.
hearing this. Okay, that's
what you want?
Yeah, right now at the moment.
All right.
Because we're just testing it here. Okay, here we go. Oh, are we live now?
Are we live right now? Is anyone watching?
Oh,
us?
we are.
Oh, wow.
All right, so
well, great.
Well, welcome. We're in the studio doing a session. It is June 7th. It is Saturday, 6:29 p.m. 2025, and we are in the studio doing a session. Welcome, everybody. We just got in. We're hanging out. We're rolling live because I don't want to have to edit anything.
Yeah, screw editing.
Screw editing.
Yeah. I just transported to the future. I've been in the 80s all day.
So yeah, the car show. Osborne just asked Dave about his car show.
Yeah.
It's Hugo.
It's I don't know, maybe about 45 minutes away from here.
South?
So everyone, south. Everyone who's stalking us now, they got a little tidbit. So,
How many people were there?
I don't know. I didn't count. It was pretty big. I mean, a lot of people.
A couple hundred?
Yeah, at least. I mean, more than that, probably.
Do they sell food?
Yeah, it's that.
Is it big enough that they have a little carnival?
There was a couple food trucks, and probably not too much because the place that puts it on is a restaurant, so they probably want people. Probably don't want all the competition.
What's the coolest vehicle you saw?
Oh man, it's so hard to separate them out. I mean, there was a lot of DeLoreans there.
A lot of DeLoreans?
Yeah, I think there was about 6 or 8 DeLoreans there.
8 DeLoreans? Why is there so many? Oh, because it's
back to the 80s, man.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So,
How many DeLoreans are there still total? Did those guys say?
I don't know. I've heard estimates that 2/3 of the ones that have been, were made back in the day are still around.
Oh, people just kept them.
Yeah, I mean, people find them in barns and garages and whatnot. So,
That's a lot of DeLoreans.
yeah.
All of them in Minnesota were there.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of them out there. I don't know. I don't think all the ones in Minnesota are out there. In fact, I know of at least 2 that were not out there. So,
Didn't you used to have one?
no, I wish I had one.
That would be sweet.
That would be awesome.
You're
I
supposed to have one.
hope to have one someday, but
You're supposed to.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see how life works.
It's kind of weird that you don't have one yet.
Yeah, right. But
You
I
got
saw,
13 other cars.
yeah, not that many. I saw some of those. Remember those station wagons back in the day that had the seats in the back, like in the very back that faced the opposite direction.
Oh yeah, I love those.
I remember, like, as a kid, if you got to ride back there, it was the coolest thing in the world. My parents didn't have one, but we had some neighbors that had one, and yeah, that was a blast. So I saw a few of those.
You remember that, Burn?
What were those?
Those big station wagons that had the seats in like the
Didn't you just
like
have
the
a
third
picture
row
of it?
seats, but they were in like the back of the station wagon. They faced
In the wagon.
in the wagon, and they faced the opposite way.
I remember you guys had a big old blue.
Yeah,
wagon.
we had an old Chrysler Reliant K. Yeah, that
Did
thing.
that have the seat
No,
you're talking about?
no.
Okay. You're
But-
talking older.
no, I mean it was of the same era. My parents just didn't get the big like ones that had that. So I mean they really didn't need it, but so I saw a couple of those. I saw a couple of things that were very similar to what my grandpa used to drive. That was really cool. Things I remember from being a kid. What was that car your dad had? Didn't he have like a Monte Carlo?
Yeah, 88 Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
Did you see it had the same body style as the much more popular car would be Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme.
Yeah, I saw some of those out there. Saw some Monte Carlos out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That super sport like my dad.
Yeah.
Grand National.
Oh yeah, there were
I'm
Grand
an
Nationals
idiot.
out there.
All right. Sorry, Osborne.
I think we screwed up something.
Let's talk now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
We've been
So-
live and no one's hearing.
We could hear him through your mic, but now your mic is on.
Oh well,
Sorry about that.
growing pains.
I was like, God, is he
All right
just
with
because
me.
he's turned to the side? I'm like, just because he's turned like that, it's not. I'm like, I know it picks up more than that. I'm like, sure enough. At least I figured it out instead of it just being like
yeah.
messed up.
So I watched it later and like, oh man, I can't hear this Chris guy. What's his deal?
Yeah,
Talking to the
no,
microphone, dude.
We're good.
So
Did you see any? You did see some Grand Nationals.
yeah, I saw about four or five Grand Nationals. I think all in like one
Dang.
area.
Any of the GNX
Yeah.
model?
Yep.
That's
yep.
like the tricked out one.
I think I saw one of those. Hey, and by the way, I remember you had mentioned last year that if I saw either a Ford Festiva or a Dodge Omni in the wild, that you'd give me $1. I've got some pictures
Really?
of some Dodge Omnis that were
Ooh.
there. So if
Dodge
that,
Omni.
if
Is that the
if that deal
case?
still works,
I don't
if
know
that
if
deal's
that
still
counts
on.
as in the wild.
I mean, it was.
That's a car show.
Yeah.
That's the different than the wild.
And I did happen to see a Festiva on the island of
Okay.
Kauai driving, but I
Mm.
was going the other way, so I didn't get a chance to get a picture of it.
Yeah, that's that whole class of car that existed in the 90s and then just went away. That
No, these are in the
subcompact.
80s, man. In the 80s.
So is this
Yeah.
not count? They were all at the car show.
They're all at the car show.
Now were they attend? Just people, just coming to attend, and they parked in the lot,
No,
or
no, these
they're
are in the show. You could have voted on them. They were showing them off.
Nice. I like
Alright, is that-
obscure model cars like
Why
that.
were you out there today?
Oh, I thought it was. You said Maple Grove, so I'm up
I
at
said nothing
Grove
about Maple
Square.
Grove.
Well, that's what I thought it was. So I'm up at Grove Square, walking
Sure you
around
are.
asking where the car show
Sure
is.
you are, man.
People are like, "No, your buddy lied to you."
Didn't you go to
were the
Osseo too? You went to.
Wrong. No, I just
Ma-
went to Maple Grove.
So,
Should have asked for the location. What about any Fieros? You
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that
there's
car?
tons of Fieros up there.
Tons.
Like the people who put that show on is like a Fiero club.
Oh,
So there are tons of Fieros up there.
sweet.
Yeah.
Those were cool, man. The,
Those
like
are
that
real
little
cool back in the
two,
day.
yeah, little 2-seater. If you had, I looked in. I never sat in one, but I looked inside, and it's like the shifter was way high up. It wasn't a
Was
column
it?
shifter. It was like a hand one, but
Well, yeah.
it was like
transmission.
you're sitting so low, and it seemed like that stick was way higher than
Yeah, maybe it did.
normal.
I've never been in one.
They ride so low and they're so
Oh, I'm sure.
dinky.
I'm sure they're just probably like Miatas, just tiny throw around cars, whip around corners and stuff.
Speaking of, a woman I work with bought a Miata.
What year?
I was talking to her about yours
Yeah.
specifically. I was like, "Yeah, my buddy's got a couple," and I think she said it was like a '94.
Oh, fun. It
And-
must be NA then.
What's that? Is that
the
like
one
a
with the
model?
pop-up headlights?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, and it's black and it has like tan cloth.
Cloth top on it, soft top on it.
Yes.
Cool.
And she got it for like, I want to say like $2,000.
That's a steal.
And somebody
many miles
in
on it?
Wisconsin, like her buddy or something.
How many miles?
I don't know. It wasn't low though.
No. Well, still.
No.
Well, I know a great place to get it serviced if she needs
Okay.
work done on it. So.
In Minnesota. I
In
take it?
Minnesota, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep. I take mine there, and yeah, the guy's great, and great prices, everything. So.
Sweet. Yeah, those look so fun.
Oh, they are. They're like street legal go karts. I absolutely love them.
I told her,
Yeah.
like I gotta borrow it from you
Is
one
it a stick shift?
weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, good, good.
So you just said street legal go karts.
Yeah.
I want to get a sidewalk legal go kart,
I don't know
which
what
is
they
a
have.
mobility scooter that is enclosed. Have you seen them?
No.
Like a golf cart.
No, it's not a golf cart. It's think of like
How fast would it go?
like a Rascal mobility scooter. Like old people have, or like you see them at the front of Walmart when you walk
Yeah.
in.
Okay.
Those
Yeah.
types of things, but it's enclosed to a high level where it's like a little miniature car. It has doors. It can even be a 4-door. It can have a trunk. It can have a sound system. It can have AC and heat and all this and that. And they're legal to drive them on the sidewalks because they're mobility scooters.
It's not fast though.
But imagine. So remember, like when we were kids, and we were just kind of too old for those things that started coming out. That are those little electric little.
Power
wheels?
wheels.
Yeah.
I remember
those.
wanting one still though when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
I
Yeah.
I
know.
remember like, oh yeah, that'd be so cool. But then I saw someone who actually had one, and the thing was super slow,
Yeah.
and the battery would die in it all the time.
So those are very slow. So this is like a higher level version, like an adult version of that.
Adult version of a
Power wheel.
Yeah. Yeah, and it basically, I mean, seriously, some of them that I saw, you can get and make it look kind of like an Escalade, with like
Well, all those
pink
things.
and black or whatever colors. and stuff. It's kind of ridiculous.
Sounds
but-
decent.
Yeah, it's an electric powered. You take that to go to the store and back.
Yeah, there you go.
Were there any Mustangs
Oh yeah, there are Mustangs up there.
that specific body? They did like a body style change. I want to say like in the mid '90s. And anyway, both of them I thought were cool. I like the first one, how they ended the decade though. That model was decent. Do you know what I'm talking about? The two
Yeah.
models, am I saying?
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Well, any like obscure cars, like European stuff.
Oh, there's all sorts of weird things out there. Like there's some big like motorhome thing that was there last year. I didn't get a chance to see it as close up this year because I don't know, there's so much there. But yeah, that was there. I saw some weird like Tom was talking about it was enclosed like mobility school. This was like an enclosed like motorcycle thing with 3 wheels. That was interesting.
Any Ferraris?
Didn't see any Ferraris out there. Saw some like little. I think it was a Suzuki from Japan with the steering wheel on the other side.
Nice.
A little tiny car. I mean,
Definitely import.
yeah. There was a van. What was it called? Like a Ace something Ace. Anyway, they had that. That had come from Japan. Steering wheels on their side, but yeah, it was a pretty big van. Pretty cool stuff.
Nice.
What other obscure stuff did I see? Yeah, I don't know. It's like being in the 80s again. It was great.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that was the theme of it, was 80s?
Back to the 80s car show, yeah.
Okay.
So they allow your car if it's from the late 70s and they continue producing that version of it into the 80s, you can
Oh.
bring your late 70s in. And same thing with your early 90s. So if they started making your car in the 80s and continued into the 90s, you're allowed to bring your 90s. So like
It's like grandfather.
CRX, the Honda CRX, they made it from in this country or in the U.S. They made it from I believe 84 through 91. So
Nice.
yeah, so if you had a 91 CRX, you could bring it in. They didn't see any CRXs though.
I
They're getting
remember
to
that
be
one,
harder
that
to find.
2-seater hatchback.
Oh yeah,
It
I had
like
one.
a
Do you remember
very
Dave's?
flat back. No.
Oh, Dave had one.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
How many miles?
Oh, that thing had 352,000, I think, when I sold it. I had 339,000 on it when I picked it up. and
We
I-
got some stories to tell about that car.
Yeah.
Dave can start it off, and I'll tell mine. When
So
it comes
I
up.
wanted to learn how to drive a stick, and I kind of wanted to learn how to work on a car, but I didn't want to like do it with my main car because I had to use my car to get to work, and if I rip it apart and now I can't get to work the next day, it's gonna be problems. So I said, okay, I have this other car just to learn on and learn how to drive a stick on. And if I'm gonna buy something cheap, that way if I fry the clutch or wreck it, it's I'm not wrecking a buddy's car. I'm just learning. And so I found a CRX online, which I always wanted one of those too. And for $500, still could be done. $500 cars were still a thing in 2004.
Wow.
And
500.
yeah, so checked it out. My buddy test drove it for me because I couldn't drive a stick yet. He's like, yeah, it's good enough for $500. So I gave the guy $500 and learned how to drive stick on it, and just had an absolute blast with it. I also tried to work on it and learned, at least for me, I'm better off just paying someone who knows what they're doing. I don't have the aptitude. I get frustrated. I just can't do it. So, but yeah, so that was a fun car just to whip around in and take it to work, and people just like, how many miles you got on that thing?
yeah.
And then I guess there was a Honda guy who lived in the neighborhood by my parents, and I don't remember this, but my mom said it happened that I'd be going by and he'd always yell out, "Hey, how many miles now?" And I'd tell them miles on it. And
Oh, really? You don't remember
I
that?
don't remember that, but
Huh. Is that vehicle still around somewhere? Do you know? Like, do you
I
know
don't
who you
know.
sold it to? You said.
The people I sold it to, I got into not really a fight, but I had an issue with them because it was still registered under my name like 2 years later.
Oh God.
And so I kind of sent them a few nasty grams like, hey, you need to take care of your shit because this is your car, not mine. And so I don't know. I mean, I kind of wanted to keep in contact because they said they were going to restore it. If they did, I have no idea. They were dead. I mean, the thing was just in rough shape. I remember when I was selling it, I'd get people asking me questions about it, and I'd say, you know, the car right now has 352,000 miles on it, and the best way I can describe it to you is every part of the car looks like it has 352,000 miles on it. So I don't know if they ever did get it restored, and you know, I haven't seen it driving around. You know, the people who bought it live like one city over, so I've never seen it driving around. I never saw it since I sold it, so I don't know if
Do you have the VIN still somewhere? We should look that up.
I probably can find it.
I
somewhere.
should run some stuff, but
Yeah, you would have access to that,
our,
wouldn't you?
our intro here. I'm running our intro.
Oh, that's great. In Tom's headset.
All right.
It's definitely amateur out here.
It was, that was all right.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay, we're all unmuted.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind having another one of those again, but you know, after driving Miatas, I'd be like, you know, the CRX is fun, but man, the Miata is just so much more. So
Nice.
yeah, that thing was in pretty rough shape. Pretty rough shape when I got it. Pretty rough shape when I got rid of it.
That thing ran fine, I bet, when you got rid of it, huh?
No, it wasn't running when I got rid of it. So, the people had to tow it away when they bought it. So.
Did it not work after my incident? Is that
No. I drove it a little bit after, a few times after that, after your incident with it.
Brian
so.
doesn't know about my incident.
Yeah, so why don't you share?
So, there was a time when I think my car was broke down or something like that.
Something was going on.
And out of the goodness of Dave's heart, he let me borrow his CRX. And I think that's how I learned how to drive a stick as well.
Yes, you know they're not drive stick on that too.
Yeah. And I was taking it to work. I was working overnights. And so I was driving, you know, like 10 o'clock at night. It was in the winter. It was pitch black. And there was one of the nights. I did it like maybe 2 nights. Maybe this was my 3rd night driving this thing. And getting onto the freeway, getting onto 94 East, and it's like super iced over, and I'm not, you know, the stick shift, it's a little messed up with that, you know, when you're shifting. You know what I'm talking about, Burn?
No, I mean,
Burn's probably really good with them. You're probably good with it,
yeah,
but
I never had issues with ice and stick
I was
shifts.
still learning, so like all of a sudden I swear I shifted from like maybe, I don't know, 3rd to 4th or whatever it was. I was going really
3rd
slow.
to 2.
maybe no, nothing like
Okay.
that. No, it was nothing crazy like that. It was maybe 2nd to 3rd or 3rd to 4th or something like that, because I was going really slow, really
Okay.
slow. But it was just something about doing that. Then I lost control. I started spinning. It was just spinning everywhere, and it went into the side into the ditch, and the ditch had like a slope, like an angled slope, at maybe I don't know, not quite a 45-degree angle, but you know, kind of, not quite though, right?
Right.
Well, so I'm down there driving around, and there's like a lot of thick snow and ice and things like that. But I'm thinking, oh, I can maybe still get it. I can still just get it back on the road, because I'm like, oh, I'm not that bad. So I'm trying to, I can almost get it back onto the road, and then I barely just don't get it, and I go back down to the ditch, and then I'm like stuck with, there's like this log right by the wheel, and it ended up, there was a tire that like pulled off. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think like not you, but the incident. I think it like took out 2 of the tires on that car.
Well,
If I
was
remember
that
correctly?
was it from the winching, or I think it was from.
I don't know because I didn't know about it till after.
I think it was from me trying to get out.
Yeah,
of
well,
the
whatever.
ditch.
The incident. I think.
I don't know. That's
I think
what
the incident
guessed.
took out two of the tires, two of
Okay.
the 4 tires on that car. So.
I remember though that was like the extent of it. It might have maybe some body, might have cracked something.
Maybe, but I mean, again, it was in such rough shape.
Yeah,
to
well,
begin
I mean, it
with.
was like duct taped and shit, right?
There
in
was
some place.
literally duct
Yeah.
tape holding one of the fenders together.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know. I think I got winched out. I think my parents came and picked me up that night.
Yeah.
And then got winched out and towed. I think we brought it over to Goodyear and then or someplace like that. and
Someplace around here.
had
Yeah.
to get the new tires put on it. Tire or two. I remember it was 1 or 2 or something like that.
So. Then I remember another time you were using it.
Oh yeah.
And it was
Yep.
overheating. Remember? And
Yeah. Yep. And I had to park it, and then the cop drove me to my work.
Oh, did he? I didn't know what
so
that was.
I was driving to Plymouth, and I'm off the freeway, and I'm on like Rockford Road, and I'm almost to my work, and that's when it was just I was overheating where it was like smoking, and so I like stopped them in the middle of the intersection, and this cop pulls up, and it was like freezing outside.
Yeah.
It was like minus 20, minus 25. It was
Yeah, it's
brutally
Minnesota.
cold.
I mean,
yeah. Brutally cold
It
night.
was still overheating.
And it was still overheating. That's crazy, right? And so I'm out of the car, and I get out of the car, and I'm thinking, okay, I got to kind of like maybe push this to the side because I'm like, okay, it's like I was at a red light and it turned green, and that's where it was like stuck, right? So I'm in the middle of the intersection, but it was like late at night. It was like I think I was arriving to work at 11 or maybe 10 for my overnight shift, and it wasn't that busy, but there was somebody behind me, and the guy behind me gets out of his car. And he's like, "Here, I'll help you push, right?" And then a cop was right there, and a cop was like, "Get back in your car!" He like yells at the guy, "Get back in your car!" Like just like like the guy was like a criminal, like
And then
just
he
yell-
shot him.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Good Samaritan.
Yeah.
You're breaking the law.
And it was a Plymouth cop, and the man was African American.
Mm-hmm. Minnesota.
But so anyway, the guy was a little like, okay, I was just helping him, and he got back in his car, and that was it. Well, the cop was like cool with me, and he's like, oh, what happened? Oh yeah, I did that. He's like, well, can you get it over into this parking lot? And it had been sitting now for a little while, a few minutes or so.
Kind of cool off a bit.
Yeah, cool off a little bit. It's freezing cold out, right? I mean,
Physics finally started
that's
to work.
best situation for that, right? So I started up, got it into the parking lot, parked it, and then the guy's like, all right, yeah. And I remember getting out, and it was like deadly cold. He's like, hop in. And I got in the back, and he drove me to work the rest of the way. That was kind of cool. And I told him, yeah, I was work, over there down the road. And he brought me, and I can't really remember what happened after that, but
I don't know. I remember it ended
got
up
to
at
work.
some repair shop in, I think in the Golden Valley area, and I don't know. Like,
really,
Yeah, as I remember picking it up and paying for the diagnosis on it. They wanted to replace the radiator, and I'm like, that's not the radiator. It's been like that since I got it. I know it's cracked on the filler tank, but it's been like since I got it, so I know that's not causing the overheating. And they put coolant in it, and I drove it home, and then it started raining, and the windshield wipers broke. So I was trying to screw around with that, and but yeah, I remember driving it back home, and I was getting kind of close towards the end of my experience with the car. And
interesting.
I think I sold it probably the next summer.
If you could have had one of those from brand new,
Mm-hmm.
dude, I bet knowing you could have put $1 million on one of those things.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the way in that part of life, how much I drove back in my like early 20s to into my 30s, even like, and you only had one car.
Because
so-
whatever happened to that vehicle by the time you got it, I mean, wouldn't have really happened with you having that. I don't think,
I don't know. I mean, the cars wear out. My other,
I guess.
the
Cars were just shit in that era, though.
No, they're awesome, man. I've just been drooling over the cars at the car show all day. They're so cool. But the previous owner of that car lived, he commuted it about an hour each way every day. So
Okay.
that's how he racked up the miles on it.
That's like my commute. Yeah, with mine, I'm
Yeah.
at 164 on mine now.
Oh wow, getting
Yeah,
up there.
So I might break that
Do
355
it, man. Do it.
with mine. We'll see.
Some you don't see like any car. I mean, if you go to a car show, but if you think of all the fleet vehicles that American companies made, like Ford Taurus, Chevy Lumina,
Yeah, I was
like
thinking of my
those
Lumina.
aren't any of there aren't any of those on the road anymore. Like zero.
You hardly ever see Luminas anymore.
zero. That's what I mean by
Well-
like those sucked. Those
Yeah.
cars all.
I had a
sucked.
Lumina as my first car, like inherited from my parents, or, passed down type deal. And it was a decent car.
The
for a
Taurus
first
is now
car.
like a Fusion, right? I mean, that's kind
Yeah.
of like their Taurus now.
Well, they don't even make Ford doesn't make sedans anymore. The only car
They
that
don't-
Ford makes is the Mustang. Everything else is
They don't make
SUVs and
Fusions
trucks.
anymore?
No,
Really?
everything Ford makes is SUVs and trucks, other than the Mustang, and the transit vans and stuff like that. But yeah,
And Chevy, I mean, Chevy still makes Impalas.
no, I think Chevy gave up on the cars other than the Corvette too. They don't have the
What?
Camaro anymore. They don't have.
They have Malibus.
They don't have the Malibu anymore.
What? Yeah. Okay, I'm looking this up.
Yeah, look it up, man. Go on the
Chevys?
Chevrolet.com.
Just now, you're gonna tell me like Toyota's gonna get rid of Camrys and a Corolla's gonna get rid of.
No,
Right.
the Toyota and Honda dominate the sedan market.
So that's
You
why
know, they
Chevy
got-
had to get rid of them. Huh?
There's I mean, basically, the American companies all wave the white flag, and so we can't compete in this area. But yeah, it's like Toyota, Honda,
2025 Chevy Malibu.
Really? Is
Mhm.
it up there? I stand corrected. I thought they stopped making the Malibu.
Yeah, that's what.
Maybe
Looking
they bring
at
it back?
AP News as of November 2024, they ceased production of the Malibu, their last midsize sedan.
Ooh.
As of now, no new Chevy sedans are being made
Yeah.
in the United States.
So
So that's the last of them.
yeah, so no.
Just recently,
Yeah.
like
Just recently,
6 months ago.
and I don't think Chevy has anything with a manual transmission anymore either, because the new Corvette, or the current generation of the Corvette, can't get it in manual.
Hilarious.
And I don't know, maybe
Maybe
you
make
get
a
some, like,
Silverado.
get some like base 2-wheel drive Silverado with a stick, but I don't know. Manuals are disappearing too. Nissan used to offer the Versa with a manual. They just announced that they're getting rid of that. So now the cheapest manual you can get now is the entry level MX-5 Mazda Miata.
Interesting.
Yeah. Actually, today I saw there's a car show coming up end of July called Revenge of the Manuals, and basically the criteria for
that's
your
cool.
the criteria for your car to go in the show is just as a manual transmission. So we'll go out there with
Burn,
something.
you're in.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I'm gonna go out there with something, either the Wrangler or a Miata or something like that. One of those vehicles.
A Mazda Miata.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Very cool. I'm kind of leaning toward. I want to test drive it again.
what's that?
Is a Civic hybrid. I just love the gas mileage,
Yeah.
and you can
You're
again rack
commuting like you do.
350,000 miles on one of those things, and the gas mileage. But the last time in 2017, when I got my Accord, it was I test drove one of those, and it's just the handling and the ride and stuff. It's just not the same.
Why?
It's just it feels flimsier. It feels like you're gonna fly off the road.
Well, that's
just doesn't feel-
modern day cars are just not what cars used to be.
But Accords don't feel like that. I'm saying, but the Civics do.
Really? Okay.
Because it's just it's just a little smaller or something, But I'm willing to try them again because they keep making them a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger all the
Oh,
time.
yeah. All the cars are growing.
Yeah. So I wonder if if a 25 one that might feel different than a 17.
Yeah.
It's been a
if
while
it's,
now.
If it's
so,
different, design and everything, give it a
Mhm.
try.
I mean, you get like 50 miles to the gallon on those things.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're commuting a lot, that's exactly what you need.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, those are nice. I'd like to get one of those for like a lot of commuting, a lot of mileage, and then I'm looking for something that can tow something that I can eventually get some pull like a travel trailer,
Right.
or like a boat or like a pontoon or something like that.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be sweet. But so for that, I don't know. I might go. I think I'm gonna run and grab some more ice. Does anybody else need anything?
No, I'm good for the time being.
Then I might grab. I did grab a bunch. I've all my mailings that I gotten. This is all old crap for the past few months. In case we want to dive into that, if we get really,
We get really.
we need a topic.
Oh, shit,
Somebody
I
pick a
should've brought
topic.
Yeah, you should have brought it.
I
Hey,
thought
Somebody pick a topic.
thought about.
just swore we got demonetized.
should-
Good going.
I should bring yearbooks next time.
Oh God, I don't know.
I have a bunch of
Remember that
old
stuff?
yearbooks.
You know the stuff from way back in the day,
Yeah.
elementary school stuff.
Yeah, I have like Cedar Island.
Yeah, I don't know
shit.
what happened to mine, but I know they're not around anymore. Maybe buried somewhere deep in my parents' basement. But
My mom was kind of a paper hoarder, so I actually have some things like.
hey,
Um,
speaking of your parents,
like this was from kindergarten, a hip hop hooray award
yeah,
for acing a math test.
my parents hung on to all that kind of stuff too. I was going through they had a big box in the basement. Like, here, take this. I'm like, what is it? And it's all your elementary school stuff. I'm like, well,
Just paper.
what do I
stuff
want
like
with that stuff? You know,
It's kind of cool, but yeah, you don't need to have like boxes. of
right?
it.
And then I asked them one day, like I had some medical thing done, and I don't know what it was about. I mean, I was young, so I didn't quite understand. And I said, "Hey, what was that all about?" Well, I don't really remember. What? Well, get the records. I want to see them. Well, we didn't save those. Well,
So you got this old
like,
math test, but you don't have.
what if you
medical
didn't
records.
save these medical records, but you saved all this other junk? Like, what?
That's so funny.
I still don't know what that was all about. And
Some rare disease.
yeah, I don't know. I'd like
test
to kind of
results. Yeah.
I'd like to kind of understand what it was, and I don't know. I tried contacting the hospital that I had it, and they said, "Well, did you fill out a records search request?" I'm like, "No, you got to go online and do that." And I was gonna do it, and I never did, but I should fill it out because I'm kind of curious, like, what was wrong with me back then,
Yeah. Right.
you know, and it can it affect me later in life, you know?
Right.
So
When my when I found out that my mom used like a sperm donor.
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it turns out that the sperm donor like had somebody. He was in some sort of program, right?
Oh,
and there
boy.
was
Okay.
he
Here we go,
was
everyone.
a donor for a lot of things.
This is going
So
live.
so you
This
got
is-
lots
this is
of,
on
like,
record.
it
This is
turns out-
live.
yeah.
Siblings out there?
I have like 7 or 8 or 9 that have just taken that 23andMe test.
I was saying, have you done that test?
Could
Yeah,
be
that's what I found
thousands.
out.
Could be
Oh,
thousands.
I didn't know that was
So
wow.
when I meet them though, just to like tie it back to
So you've actually met these people?
a few of them, yeah.
Ah, crazy.
Just once, but one of them was like really good at like family trees.
Genealogy.
Yeah, so he knew who the donor was.
Really? Have you
And,
gone out and met that guy?
No, but he through like research, you could tell that he had like leukemia, blood cancer.
Oh,
So
well, hope he didn't pass it on to you.
when I brought that up to my mom, right? She's like, "Well, what does it matter?" And I was like, "What the fuck, man? He's got fucking like that shit is like,
That's hereditary, isn't it?
yeah, that's exactly the word."
Yeah. Oh no.
So,
Oh
just
shit.
think
I hope you
that's,
don't. I hope that doesn't affect you.
Oh, thank you.
I hope
Me
it was
neither.
I hope it was a bunch of recessive genes and your mom had the dominant ones and overrode them.
We'll see.
Bern got the best ones. He's a specimen.
Hey, so are your parents or your mom moving?
I don't know.
There's like one of those pod storage things in the driveway.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been there for I don't know a few weeks.
Something
now.
something happened with their like sub pump. It like
Oh,
so there was like a
no.
bunch of flooding.
Damn things.
Uh-oh. It sounds like an insurance situation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So she's had to and then, like I said, she's a hoarder.
Yeah.
So people had to come out though and like clear out her basement and crawl space.
Oh, so I bet you there's a bunch of stuff in there.
Yeah.
from that.
Bunch of
Oh.
garbage.
Oh, hopefully she's not trying to salvage it, huh?
Yeah, that's
You know,
what a hoarder
last thing he
does,
needs like
is
a bunch of mold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what a
Burn,
that's
you
what a
gonna
hoarder does.
gonna go
is they're
there
like,
and,
oh, it's wet. Oh,
get
but
your
we're
gloves
just doing
on?
it."
get
It'll
your
dry out.
I haven't seen her in over a year.
You haven't seen your mom over a year.
That's correct.
I sent her a link to this live. So.
She's watching right now.
Yeah.
We planned this as a surprise. She's gonna come.
Yeah,
watch
this is
the
an
door here.
intervention.
I was gonna ask another story about that house there when we were young. Now, blew out past my mind. But
Your parents, do they still live at Quantico?
Yep.
Nice. Or,
Yep.
Sorry, I guess I don't need to say that.
Yeah, well, it's out there now.
Yeah, and this 10,000 people
10,000
watching right
people.
now.
Dang it.
Quantico, Virginia. So, the yeah, shoot, I don't. Oh no, the sump pump stuff. Yeah, those things suck. I had 3 things when I was looking for a house that were deal breakers. Number 1 was if the garage was less than 2 cars, deal breaker.
No go.
Number 2, if it was an HOA, huge deal breaker. Number 3, if there was a sump pump in the basement, no way. 'Cause,
What are the alternatives?
houses that aren't built on water?
Yeah, okay. Much better.
Right.
So sub pump's just like a band-aid. It's like
Yeah.
we built a house where we shouldn't have.
Yeah,
So
essentially, like
here's
the
this
water table's
little-
too bad, and so like when it rains, you're gonna get water in your basement. So here's this thing that can fail all the time and flood your
and
basement.
it's flooded.
Yep.
Yeah. That's good. Very good.
The growing up, the house we lived in had one of those, and I can't tell you how many times I got dragged out of bed to help clean up water in the basement because some pump was failing or had failed. Or,
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, I am not dealing with that in my house. So if there's a sump pump and there's water in the basement problems, and I'm not having it. So
Yeah, unless you've got. It seems like if you have one of those, you should automatically have like a second one.
yeah,
Because it's like
Like
if it fails, it's like automatically a big deal.
right.
Because the way you're gonna find out is if it's raining.
Well, it's probably like
know.
what in the spring. It probably is going more.
Or the snow melting,
Yeah.
or it's storming and you lose power, and now the thing's not working
Yeah.
because you don't have any power. So like, and nowadays you can get with battery backups and alarms and all sorts of other stuff. But no, I don't want the hassle of it. So,
Yeah, a better idea is just to have a house that's not.
Yeah, it wasn't built on
water.
Build
top
it
of
up on the
water.
rock, right? Build it on the rock.
Or, yeah.
Where somewhere where at least the water's not going to end up in the basement. So I remember for like the first year I lived in my house, every time it rained, I got paranoid and ran to the basement and make sure it wasn't coming in.
Because of those sub pump memories.
Yes, it's like
Hilarious.
yeah.
That's all I've ever known, right? That was like my parents' only house growing up.
Yeah.
So I kind of naively thought every house just had one.
Yeah.
Nope. Some
But-
houses are just built on the right
Yeah,
spot.
and because I'd go to other people's houses and I don't know, I probably complained about it or something, and well, what's that? Like, oh, it's in your basement. And we go down there, we can't find one. It's like, oh well, I don't know, maybe houses don't have it.
Well,
Some houses
it's
don't have
interesting
these.
because it must be just for the basement purpose because it's not in a flood zone,
Right,
but they still have some pumps.
right. So, I don't know. I just a unneeded hassle. So, and you're out there house searching, find out if it's got a sump pump. If it's got a sump pump, move on.
Move on to the next.
I mean, we had the same layout, same house, and everything. We never had any issues with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't ever remember having I don't ever remember having water all of a sudden in the basement, like
Oh,
a flooding in the basement.
Countless times.
Really?
Yeah.
If that,
In that
sub
back
pump's
corner?
working okay, then it's fine. But if that's not, then it's like you're for sure gonna have flooding.
Remember that deep back corner of your basement, dude?
But this don't recognize this number, so they can go to voicemail. Sorry,
Scam
what was the
likely.
Let's
question?
pick it up.
That
live
you had
on-
like the
live in
basement
studio.
that you could really go back in you had
Yeah.
some depths, some
Yeah,
dark
well, you
depths.
guys had that too.
Kind of. I don't know. Yours seems like it went back further. I
No,
don't know.
they went back the exact same.
I know, but it still seemed like it. I think because you had like like some boxes set up where it made like some extra rows or something, kind of, right?
We had all sorts of stuff down there.
Yeah.
All these boxes and things.
And then you must have had to, because I think then they kind of switched from boxes to like Rubbermaid things that could withstand if water got in there.
Yeah, I remember. That was the other thing. I remember like going through boxes of stuff that had gotten soaked. Because,
Oh God, that's
they
the
were just
worst.
on the floor and
Yeah.
so,
Mm.
yeah, that was something I hope I don't ever have to deal with again.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, exciting stuff, fellas. I didn't bring up those papers. That's the one thing that I'd forgotten to grab downstairs. I'm gonna go
Oh.
grab those. You guys will come up with something else to talk about, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, maybe. Let's
You guys-
see if
you guys
this
are good at that.
number left a voicemail here. 'Cause yeah, I don't know. It was definitely an out of area code.
Probably just spam.
I don't give my number out to people that would send crap.
Are you going to the fair this year?
Oh, like probably at least 4 times.
Nice.
Yeah, I love the state fair.
I live super close, so I think I'm gonna take that whole week off.
I think you should.
Go
I
every
think we
day.
all should, maybe.
Yeah, that's
Watch
a
some
dream of mine.
K-Fan
Maybe we all should, and
with some fan at the fair.
make a lot of videos. Make like 100 shorts or something.
Yeah, I that's my dream. Yeah, like someday just go every single day.
Yeah. That's gonna be coming up
how
pretty
many
soon.
free
though.
tickets can you get me this year?
Yeah.
Well, so when you buy them ahead of time, the way that they're purchased when I request them,
Yes. It costs a
they
few extra.
they can only let you buy like 10.
Okay. So you can get me 10 free.
you can get me 5 free.
Yeah. So 5 and 5.
All
Yeah.
right, well, there we
Okay.
go. No, I know they have a sale like in January or something.
Well, I think they've been selling them already.
I'm
Did
sure
you get
I
me some?
ordered some for myself.
Yeah,
you
give me some
didn't.
money and I'll get you
You
some.
didn't get me any.
So I got to go through my email. I'm sure I ordered myself some.
I've gotten a few free ones every year.
How do you get free ones?
I get hooked up from
Vendors and stuff.
something.
So yeah, we'll go to State Fair. Eat like crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. What do you want?
What? So you want to look at ads? Like
I love looking at ads on here.
I try to do the opposite. I
Well, I know
have
that's.
YouTube Premium, so I don't have to.
But
look
no,
ads.
this is what's interesting though is there are a lot of people that watch a lot of weird things on YouTube, right?
Yeah, there are.
And I don't ever see anybody doing this. And the thing about it is, for example, this is what I find interesting. Something like this. Like these Whopper ads, right? We kind of forget fast. They flash these types of Whopper, Burger King is what I mean. These types of ads, they come out all the time, and they always kind of look like it's like, oh, it's always these good deals, right? But no, they're definitely obviously raising the price like exponentially.
Oh, fast food these days is an atrocious ripoff.
I know, and I want to
Yeah.
like what I find fascinating is there's some things on here. You know, you ever seen like the videos of like the ads from like the 90s or 80s on here? Well, they're on here, and so that's why it's like I want to get some of this stuff down too. And then it's going to be like probably a year or two later, and we're going to be looking at these same kind of ads, and they're going to be like way more expensive.
So
They're gonna have good time value. Like
That-
20
that
years
will-
from
yeah.
now. That'll be.
all right, so a little update here. Definitely got some kind of scam because I got a text message from that number
Ooh.
in some language I don't understand. And a link, and I'm not gonna click it. So,
What does it say?
Uh,
It's a language you don't understand. What does it say?
it looks like Spanish, and it's talking about WhatsApp. I don't use WhatsApp.
Oh, it's
so-
definitely legit then.
Yeah, definitely legit. So, I don't know. WhatsApp.com code blah
Click
blah
it up.
blah. Maybe I'll spin up a virtual machine later tonight and check it out.
Oh, Do it up.
Yeah.
No, but in reality, this is like if we were really bored. But with 3 of us in here, you know, there's a little bit more to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, just there's a little ad here about basement waterproofing. We were just talking about
Oh,
that.
there you go.
Yeah.
You know, where was that ad? You know,
Yeah.
back when I was a kid.
That's interesting. Not really though.
Let's go. Let me see some of those.
You want to see? All right.
That's what
Do you
we're
want
doing?
you want
Alright.
you want some of these value packs? I can throw these.
Oh, you take that. That goes straight to the garbage when I get it. I don't even open it.
Exactly. This is normally garbage. They're sending this to me for free, and I thought, you know what, we could make this into content.
Look inside.
It's
$100
free.
check could be in this.
Is that what it
envelope.
says?
Yeah.
So these are all right. So this is what we're opening up. So we can have some fun doing this. So these value packs. I'll show it up on screen here. I get sent one of these maybe weekly, maybe monthly,
Like daily.
a lot. Yeah,
They
right.
show up all the
Oh.
time. They go straight in my trash.
I just doxed my address, but there's nobody at least watching right now. I'll have to maybe go back and edit this or something.
Yeah, you probably should do that.
Yeah, but again, it's like we have nobody who watches.
Yeah, these are very similar to the ones from last time.
All right. So I'll open. All right, I'm gonna have to take the sunglasses off to read better.
Yeah,
here.
well, we should have. Are yours? You're still in order, because I wonder if there's like the exact same thing every time almost. Well, I suppose they probably have like these ongoing contracts, like this place Riviera
Yeah.
Maya Cantina and Restaurant, $10 off any for $50 purchase or more.
All right, where's my $100 check? All right, my first one was Riviera Maya.
Oh, really?
All right,
All right. What's the next one?
15% off.
Yeah.
Get instant shade with your
Sanista.
What?
Yep.
Sanista, whatever.
Sanista awnings and
All
outdoor
right.
comfort.
$15 off
That's
at
funny.
some restaurant.
Hold on here. Oh, my next one is Blue Ox Heating and
Yeah,
Air.
Oh.
I got Blue Ox.
Oh, see, I got a bonus here. I got the good one. I'm gonna get the $100 check. All right, because now I got a Blue Ox. All right, what's the next
59
one?
So it's a $59 no breakdown AC tune-up.
Nope, I got Air Duct.
Nope, mine's for $49. So they're jacking the prices up. Just
Oh,
look.
you're talking about the deal for Blue Ox?
Yeah, $49.
Mine's
Wait a minute.
62.
Wait, you're serious? Mine's
Yeah.
49. No.
Yeah, but yours is like selling
it called?
a brand new one.
Mine's 62 a month, yeah, for a brand new
Oh.
one, financed.
That's
All right,
funny.
what's you guys got next? You got air duct cleaning.
Air Duct cleaning.
Hold on.
199.
Yeah, air duct cleaning,
$199,
$199.
All right, what do you got after that? Seamless siding. Come on, seamless siding.
Spotless, seamless siding.
A1 concrete leveling.
Oh,
Oh, different.
All right, now I got air duct cleaning again.
Air duct and carpet
Yep,
cleaning.
same one.
Or is it 85
Oh, let's see here.
for
Go
10
back.
vents?
Nope, 75 for 10 vents.
Really? Mine's 85.
See,
Wait.
I got the good package, man. I got
wait.
the better deals. I'm gonna get the $100
So-
check.
Okay, it's the same company.
Yep.
Same.
10. Wait,
Yeah,
10. What
Twin
is yours?
Twin Cities finest.
And
Mine's
yours is.
Yeah,
10 vents clean for
it is
85.
literally the same thing. Oh,
What are the expiration dates on it? Oh, and 75.
yeah.
It's gone up in price.
expiration
Oh, here I
date.
got it too. I got it a couple pages later.
What's yours?
75.
So
10.
they either had the price too high.
Oh, this
Let's
one
see.
expires May 31st.
Oh,
Who's little? Where do you see the expiration?
Right at the
date?
bottom of the 75, it says includes free, and then fine print at the bottom.
Oh, mine's expires June. Dang it!
Ooh,
I was
price
gonna
went
say
up.
we
Yeah.
could have said like America's back, baby.
Well, people.
Trump's
well,
back, but these are
Alright,
the newest ones.
what do we got? Keystone.
Even more.
This is the newest.
This
one.
this was the Biden price here, 75.
Yeah, this is the Trump price. This is
Ooh.
proof, folks. The economy
Mm.
is going the wrong way.
All right. So next I got the Keystone. You guys got the Keystone.
No, I've jet black.
Mm-mm.
Oh, but then you got the Keystone next.
Oh, I got
okay.
Keystone. I got Keystone.
All
All right,
right,
what do we got for that?
Keystone, do you have 10% off?
Oh, I got two Keystones in a row.
For Keystone, is it 10%?
10% off, yeah.
I've got a $25 off.
And
for
then I got the
first order.
$25 one right after that.
Nice.
All right, I
the
got-
same.
Now you got garage doors.
No, jet
All
black.
all America, all American door.
Yeah, All American Door.
I don't have that.
All
They
right.
must have dropped. They're not a sponsor anymore.
All right, here's the next one, guys. Leaf Away. Who's
This
got
is
Leaf
what
Away?
this is what I need for
They
my
got
house.
leaf away.
Yeah.
It was just raining.
30%?
30%.
It was just raining and my gutters are clogged. Yeah.
All right. Oh, all right. Now I got my turn for the jet black.
Oh. Jet
All
black.
right. So we're now.
10%? Yeah.
All right. Now are we on free AC?
Apollo
Yep,
Heating,
yep.
Air, and Plumbing.
How much for a tune-up?
Tune-up.
$59.
29 no $59.
59.
59. All right. Window and patio door replacement.
Nope. I
Nope.
got Paul Bunyan.
All right. I bet you I'm gonna have Paul Bunyan on this
Oh,
one.
I got it here. Paul
Next.
Bunyan a couple pages later.
Yep. Paul Bunyan.
How much for
Ooh.
your water heater installed?
Free plumbing service call.
That's it?
And buy one toilet, get the second toilet.
Yeah,
50%
that's their
off.
deal.
That's,
Or buy 2 toilets and get a third for free.
I have
Look at
water
that.
heater installed. How much do you think water heater installed would be? 50 gallon.
$129.
A water heater installed?
50 gallon.
That's like that's $500.
1,800.
Oh.
Oh,
You get the water heater with it?
but that's the water heater with it.
Yeah.
Okay. No way. I'm going tankless.
I'm
when my
saying just
water heater gives up.
installation.
Oh.
All right. Now, do you guys have Timber Guard?
I know what those are priced because I'm on my third one.
Yeah. And I'm on my first still. It's from 2006, and it's still going.
That's good. It's incredible.
No, I have Early Bird Electric.
Yeah, me too.
Timber Guard. All right. Now I got Early Bird Electric.
How is it 500 off?
Yeah, 500 off.
200 off.
Plus a $1,500 rebate
Yeah.
when you upgrade to a new
Oh, yeah.
200 amp electrical service panel.
All right.
Call today to schedule your free panel quote.
I'm back to Keystone, guys.
Yep. Keystone.
I
All
can't
right.
keep track. You guys are too fast.
We're going through it kind of quick. It's like
Just
the lightning
ripping
round.
it. I know.
I gotta itch my head. There we go.
It's a 12-month interest-free financing. What is this for? What is Keystone Builders?
I don't know. It looks like
I want to
it.
find a good one. Find me a good one for
Oh, here.
epoxying my garage floor.
Basement waterproofing solutions. Sump pump emergency. Call now.
Yep.
No, I'm not having any sump pump emergencies.
That's
We've already
what
been over it.
says. That's so funny. We
Yeah,
just
it
talked
does
about
specifically say some pump service.
All right, builders and remodelers. Looks like 73%
also
off
look that.
installation labor. Oh, because celebrating 73 years. There you go. All right, next one. The plumbing pro.
that. Benjamin Franklin.
Yep.
Yep. Ben Franklin.
Another gutter one. You guys got a gutter one?
I can't.
Is
It's
your
too
Ben?
fast.
Is your
I
Ben
can't-
Franklin? Is it water heater
It's way too
installed
fast.
for only?
Let's go back. Oh, I may have lost it.
For how much?
Yeah. So how much is your?
Yeah,
water
that's what I want to
heater
read on
installed?
these. I'm
Yeah,
slowing
Dave
down.
just rifling.
What do you got? 16. It's like, jeez. Like,
All right.
holy
So
shit.
we got a water heater installed for $1,495.
Yeah, that's what mine is.
Oh, good times. Good times. So wait, $14.95?
$1,495. All right.
That's
Should we
funny.
call him up and see if that price is still good?
Oh, mine expires 5/31.
Let's see here. All right. So now what do you guys got? Builders and remodelers.
I don't know why that's funny.
No, I don't.
What
I
do you
have a gutter helmet.
I have
Okay, I got
Ham is
now I got
here.
gutter helmet.
Gutter helmet MN
You guys
20%
don't have
off.
Arby's?
What you got?
Ooh, I do have.
Ooh,
Okay,
I
yeah.
got
Let's
that.
look at
Oh, I didn't know.
these. There we go.
Let's
You got
look at
Arby's in
these.
there.
Brisket, baby.
Let's look at the
Let's see
deals.
what the,
Smokehouse.
What's
That,
your?
out of all the
The
things, that'd be like the
smokehouse
most likely I'd use.
briskets. Oh, you got a ham?
I don't have
Ham
that.
is here. I got the
Ham is
smokehouse
here.
brisket, baby.
Ooh.
Man, I got left out.
So-
I had like the golden package.
On your
Okay, see it.
do you have a 4 for $10 classic roast beef deal?
Got it. 4 for 10.
4 for $10. Yep.
Expires. Oh, $6.15.
How
This
about
is still
a
valid.
shake?
$2.
Yep. Small fry.
$1.
$1 for a
Classic
small fry.
roast beef meal.
Well, it's small fry or a 2-piece potato cakes.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's ask
2-piece
Dave how
potato
much he thinks these are, because he doesn't have the coupon.
True,
I don't
true,
have the
true,
How
coupon.
true.
much
Not
for a
yet.
classic roast beef meal?
Classic roast beef meal.
And it includes
$6.49.
it includes a classic roast beef sandwich, medium
$6.49.
fries, and a medium soft drink.
Lower.
$5.49.
Higher.
$5.99.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
right. Ding ding ding. All right. How much for a 4-piece mozzarella stick?
No, you didn't read the other one.
$3.99.
Lower.
$2.99.
Lower.
$1.99.
What did you say? A
Higher.
3-piece? 4-piece?
$2.49.
Lower.
$2.29.
Ding, ding, ding. All right. How about for... Let's see if we can get this in under 10 seconds. No,
All right.
under 10 seconds, and I'll do the higher or lower. I'll
All
give
right.
you the right answer, okay?
Put the clock up on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
How much for... It includes a milk fry and a ham and cheese roast beef and Swiss small sandwich.
Slider.
AKA kids meal.
$3.99.
Lower.
$2.99.
Lower.
$1.99.
Yes. You got it. Ding, ding, ding,
These are
ding.
Remember, these are coupons, not the regular price.
Right.
All right, how about, I want to read them this one here. I want to read them this
Okay.
one. The 3-course meal deal for 2.
3-course meal deal.
It includes 6-piece mozzarella sticks, choice of 2 classic roast beefs or classic beef and cheddar sandwiches, 2 medium fries, 2 medium soft drinks, and 2 turnovers.
$14.99.
Damn.
Higher.
That's, I mean, but
Higher.
that's
not right.
That's-
Higher.
good.
That's good.
That's really, you're a penny off. All right.
$15.
15. That was good, Dave.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, how about this is the last one on this side. How about for 3 chicken tenders and a small fry go? 3 chicken tenders, small fry.
$3.99.
Yes.
All
right.
You got it.
He's
Straight
dude,
out of
what a
the
legend.
chute.
Look at that.
All right, I'm gonna get the next one here. All right, meal and snack. This one's meal and snack. That's what it's called.
Need a little bit more.
I know.
description.
I'm about to
Oh,
read
okay.
what's including. God, you guys are like both like. All right. Includes. I'm like
One
slow.
meal
I'm super
and
slow.
one
Yeah.
snack.
Yeah. It includes choice of classic roast beef or classic beef and cheddar sandwich, medium fries, medium soft drink, and a 4-piece mozzarella sticks.
$6.99.
Higher.
$7.99.
Lower.
$7.49.
Got it.
All right, this one you only get a max of 3 guesses.
All right.
3 guesses or less. It's Name That Tune. How much
Name that tune.
for a large lemonade?
$2.
Oh, he only needs 1 guess. He's got it.
All right, I got another meal one. These are good. This is a perfect one for me again. Okay, this one's called for. Well, I can't read this one because it's part of the price, so never mind. This is what the meal includes. This is what the meal includes. Okay, includes 2 classic roast beef sandwiches, 2 medium fries, and 2 medium soft drinks.
$10.
Damn, because the deal is 2 can dine for $9.99. Yeah, you know, 10. That's close enough to me. If you're a penny off, you got it.
Yeah, close enough.
Mhm.
All right, so then after that, do you guys have some...
No, we got some more deals. For
Oh,
you
you got
to
some more
guess.
deals. All right.
Yeah,
All
maybe a
right,
couple
how
more.
much for this deal, Dave? The French dip and Swiss meal. French dip and Swiss, medium fries.
$6.49.
Wrong. Higher.
$7.49.
Wrong. Higher. Last guess.
$7.99.
No,
Nailed
he's
it.
got it.
He's good. He is good. All right, this one's going to be tougher because this is an item that they don't normally always have at Arby's, at least from my experience at Arby's. This is the burger meal at Arby's. The burger meal includes choice of any burger, medium fries, and medium soft drink.
$7.49.
Higher.
$8.49.
Lower.
$7.99.
Got
Dang
it.
it. He's got this system.
Yeah, he does.
He knows it only
He knows their He knows their pricing. Their pricing
I
model.
know their pricing model.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I'm out
This
of them.
one is 3. You only get 2 guesses on this.
All right.
2 guesses. How much for roast turkey ranch and bacon sandwich?
Okay.
Ooh.
Medium fries, medium drink.
That $7.99.
Lower.
$6.99.
Higher.
You said I only got 2 guesses. That's 2.
Oh, that's a no deal. You were
Ooh,
way
2
off.
is
It was
hard.
$7.
He needs the 3.
$6.99 is close enough.
$7.
But he needs the 3. Yeah, dude. If it's a penny off, that's
That's a
Because-
penny off.
No, because some of them are by 99 and some of them are by even. So if it's a penny off, he's got it. That's the rule.
All right. So what do you guys got after that one? You have the on-time home service pros for a furnace and an buy the furnace, get the AC for free, guys.
No, I got a 1 hour heating and air conditioning.
That's what I got.
Northern? Oh, Northern 1 hour.
Yeah. All right. What about next one? Some landscaping
Buy,
stuff?
oh yeah, and you get the free. What a scam! Like you're gonna get some killer deal. Like, oh yeah,
Free AC. I mean,
so
that's
you
pretty
only have to
good.
pay, instead of 10 grand, you only have to pay 5 grand because the AC part that's totally free,
Right.
completely free. Yep.
Yeah, free AC.
we're just eating the costs on that
No, they're
for the
getting them
customer.
for cheap from China, so
Dude, yeah, right.
they got them before the tariffs went into
Oh,
effect.
What does yours say? Let me
No
see your
way.
coupon for that.
For the furnace stuff.
Yeah. I think mine's different. Yeah, mine's different. So yours is buy a high efficiency furnace
High
and get an
efficiency.
AC for free. Mine is way different.
Buy high efficiency AC, get a furnace free.
Mine is buy a high efficiency furnace, get an AC for $2,200.
See.
That's a huge
Interesting.
difference. This
You know-
is the
you know what-
Trump
you know what-
economy,
you know what
folks.
this
It's crumbling.
You know what's interesting is
Crumbling.
okay. It's very interesting though that you pointed that out because is it because of the date? Now the free one it expires May 31st.
7:15.
Oh, so but I wonder like if you called on this one, the free one, and got a price quote, and then called on that one and got a price quote, what those numbers would look like.
I don't know. Let's
Yeah,
do-
we should do it.
I mean, I'd be willing to guess that they're the same number.
Let's find out.
make a call on Monday.
Yeah, I saw I got this deal. Get it free. Is that? Can I still get that? Oh yeah. Oh no problem. We can still get. Yeah, we'll still get that for you. No, let me price this up for you. Okay, I'll be $13,569 out the door. Out the door. We can be over there Friday to get it done for you. All right. And then we call that one. It's the exact same deal.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I think- all
Moving
right.
on.
Moving on.
Book your summer projects now. You guys got
Ooh.
landscaping one.
This
No,
one.
starting to deviate.
Dave, this one for your place, I think I like. That set of stairs that I see there, I could see that at your place.
What set of stairs?
In the middle of the ad here, did you see a set of stairs here? On yours?
Oh no, I don't need that. All right, asphalt driveway co.
Oh, I got checks. Checks as low as $3.37.
Oh, I was hoping you had the $100 check.
Yeah.
There are three of the $100
Is this
check.
it? Is
Is
this
that
it?
where the $100 check will be?
You can pick out.
It said it could be in here. All right,
Is this it?
I don't think that's it.
Oh, now I got
I'll
the
sell
asphalt
you
driveway.
mine for $50.
All right, I got a Midwest roofing and siding and windows. You guys got that?
Yes.
I got it. Okay, the deal is
How
for
much is it off?
$1,000 full.
1,000 off
roof
full roof replacement.
Yep.
I got mine for free. No, I did have a $1,000 deductible. All right, moving on. Mr. Sparky,
Mr.
Ah.
Sparky.
Ah, Mr. Sparky.
whole
right.
home rewiring project, 15% off. Man, that's got to be expensive.
Mine's $6,000 for electrical panel installation.
Yikes!
$6,000
Wow.
bucks.
Those things are made out of gold or something. All right,
Oh yeah, this is max discount $2,000.
all right. Free hail damage inspections.
Yep.
All right.
Now what? But what is up to save up to $2,500
Yep.
Yep.
on your complete
Up
roofing?
to. All right. So now, what about Arbor Tech?
Arbor Tech.
Yeah,
Arbor
that one.
Teach.
Arbor Tech.
Tree and landscape.
All right.
Free estimates, 20% off any job. Free stump grinding.
Mine's 20% off for seniors.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yep, senior discount.
Yep, mine's got that too.
65 and older.
All right. So what about advertise your business here?
Yep.
Free
Yeah.
mailings.
Although yours is
Ooh.
purple, mine's red.
We should advertise in the studio doing a session in here.
Yeah.
All right. Now do you guys got a carpet cleaning
yeah.
one?
Zero
Carpet
res.
cleaning one? Yeah.
Zero res.
And now another leaf one.
Hold on, now we're going on hyperdrive here. 35% off free guard inspections.
Crew
Gutter-
car
gutter.
wash.
Menards, windows, sunrooms,
Memorial Day savings.
big deal.
That's all of
Indonesia.
them.
Yeah, the-
He goes, that's all of them. Yeah, that was it.
all right.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. Click.
Right, well,
All right, Bird, you going home? All right, I'm out.
You're out. I got a whole ton of them still. All right.
I'm out. Like I'm
Oh.
leaving. All right. What do you got?
Garage door
All
heavy or noisy?
right. Let's look at that one for a little while.
Which one?
O'Brien garage door. O'Brien.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
Oh.
All right. So comprehensive door tune-up, half off.
50% off.
off,
Mine is
service
50% off. What was yours? Half.
Half. That's 50%.
Oh, mine's 50%
Well,
off.
it is 50%. I said half.
Oh.
The O'Brien garage door.
His
that
is
what we're
Dave's
talking
is
about?
half off.
Okay.
Mine is 50% off.
Yeah, mine's.
No, I said 50.
I got a better percentage.
Is it 20% off service
Yeah.
call?
Turn-
20%. Yep.
All right. Mad City windows and baths.
Oh, I got that too. Spring savings sale.
Ch-
Champion
75%
anniversary sale?
You dumbass.
Garage door
Crazy.
problem?
Yeah.
How many more are in here?
It's funny. It's the same every time. They don't care. Whoever pays. Just
All right.
I got two. I got two of the same. I got
All right. Are you guys on broken garage door? Is that what you're
a
on?
champion. I got two champion ones in a row.
Champion.
Oh, okay. You're all the way up to champion.
Is champion?
You're complaining about me going slow. You're already like 3 ahead of me.
Oh, that's what it is. I'm still at 75% of installation of spring sale.
No, you
Mad
both are
City.
just talking about champion. Both
Mad
of you
City.
were.
No, but what I have up first is Mad City. Okay, but I'm putting Mad City down now. All right, so champion. I got two champion ones.
All right. So buy two get free.
In between that, I have an
Buy
A1
two
garage.
get free.
No,
Oh,
buy two get
Windows
two.
get free.
Buy two
Windows-
get the two free.
Buy two get. Oh, the two. They're recycling the two. They're using it twice when there's only one.
You buy two of them, and then you
No,
get
the
those
big
for
two.
You get them for free.
All right. Do you guys have the another garage?
Dave, Windows though. You wanted Windows.
I did. Garage door problems.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's this? What's the price? Is tune-up special?
$29.95. Tune-up special.
Yep, mine is $29.95.
200 off any door.
200 off any door.
I got champion again.
Yep, champion another 30% offer.
I have
Alright.
35% off sunrooms.
Really,
$3,000
$35.
off a bathroom remodel. Bath are us.
Interesting.
For
Mine's
dreamers
30%
soak
off.
it in. Nice.
I
All
wonder,
right.
Do you know like how potentially big this coupon would be if it really worked like this? You know, because
Like, what do you mean?
like
It
a,
does work
a
like
new
that.
sunroom being added onto your house would be like, I'm just throwing out a number, $10,000.
No way. It's more than that.
Okay, more than that. So, but like, let's just go with
Can't get anything done
10,000.
for $10,000.
And they're like,
that.
here's your receipt, 10,000, and you're like, writing the check. And you're like,
Oh, by the way, I have
never
this.
mind this. And they're like, oh, it's actually fucking 6,500. Like, that's good that you got that little crinkly paper.
Yeah. So, I did something like that once with a tree stuff. They said the price, and I said, "Oh, now that you said this price, I've got this paper." And they're like, "No, we gave you the price and it included that deal already."
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I feel like
Yeah.
all these kind of are.
It's
So-
just marketing.
all right. You guys got
Yeah.
Simply Safe?
No, I have Bath or Russ.
No, you guys are slow.
Bath
I'm
or
on the
Russ.
Bath or Russ. Like, okay, now move that one. What's after that?
Stand Strong Fencing.
Oh, no, I've got
$350 off new fence installation.
Yeah.
some dog stuff. All right, now I got a crew car wash.
Oh, that place is terrible.
Oh, sounds like we have a story to tell.
Well, it just doesn't clean your car. I went through there. I paid a ridiculous amount for a car wash there.
Yeah, how much?
Oh, dude,
What
I don't even
place
want
is
to
it?
say. Crew Car Wash.
It's up here.
Yep,
Well, yeah, you need to go
dude.
to one of those do-it-yourself ones.
Yeah, it's you get way more.
Where you-
Dude,
where
I
you put the
paid.
money
I think I
in.
paid $17.
Yeah,
Ridiculous. And it
For
didn't even.
$17, I can like do 2 cars at the do-it-yourself one.
The do-it-yourself one, I can do it in the minimum, but then you can put in a couple quarters to get a couple extra little bit of time if you need.
Or tokens. So
Mhm.
in fact, I have a bunch of tokens sitting on my table. I gotta go back with the car and clean it up.
Yeah.
All right. Garage door problems. You guys have a garage door problems?
Yeah.
All right. National debt relief.
I've had my torsion springs break a few times. over the
I
years?
don't think I've had that happen yet.
Simply Safe.
No, I think I did have it, and I had a guy come out and fix it. Gave me an incredible deal on it.
True Green.
I'm not seeing any of these. You guys are seeing.
That's-
This.
National
Hazards by
debt relief.
design.
You know what's funny?
Lakeside
I wonder if
Collection.
as you get to the end, it's
Oh, I got the check.
All right, cash that, baby.
it's newer. You know, it's different. People. Oh yeah, $325 cash bonus.
There you go.
Wells Fargo.
Oh, that's it.
Nice.
Winner.
Buy 4 windows, get 4 free.
3 cent. Okay. All right.
Patio
So
and porch.
if you want to get 303 and a quarter from Wells Fargo, that's all you need to do. 3 simple steps to earn your bonus. Open an eligible Wells Fargo checking account with your bonus code by July 18th. Deposit $1,000.
Well, are
or
we
more.
sure we're not going to get strict from this on YouTube?
Yeah.
This
We're
is
gonna-
like
What?
top secret
We're
info.
gonna get a strike.
How is this top secret info?
Fucking, we're helping the people with
This is-
save money.
Oh, you're crazy.
All right.
Deposit $1,000 or more in qualifying deposits within the first 90 days of opening. Enjoy your $325 cash bonus after 90 days of qualification period requirement. So then after that, then you just close your account.
As a new customer.
And then
right?
you close your nope, just as opening a new
it says
checking
new
account.
Wells Fargo customers, new Wells Fargo checking customers get a
All right.
cash.
I'm going to sell you
Let's see
these
reverse
$1.
for
No.
reverse
These
for
are for the $1 for you found that Nova.
I'm not buying it. I want the dollar.
No, this will save you way more than that.
So,
That's
but
worth way more
do you
than
guys have a
$1.
Chase one? There's a Chase that just opened up. And that's $300. Receive $300 bonus when you make direct deposits totaling $500 or more within 90 days of coupon enrollment.
huh?
That's a free $300, guys.
And then you can just close it.
Or keep it open and have an extra bank account.
Yeah, but then you spend double the amount of money.
No, you don't. Like,
Oh, a $3,000 bonus? Oh, when you deposit $500K.
Yeah.
Did you get that one?
yeah, because I got this extra $500K. Let me just go
I could do that.
cash out my 401K and sell my house and
I'll do that.
$3,000.
yeah, get this $3,000.
You got to maintain it for 3 months. If you could figure out to some place you could take out a $500,000 loan and don't have to make any payments for 90 days, and then
And you could get a free
yeah, you get a free
$3,000.
$3,000. That'd be like
And then you
A lot
pay
of
the
work.
loan back.
yeah, and then you just keep
go
your
to the next bank
$3,000.
and do it again.
Yep.
We got something going on here.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine? Or $2,000 when you deposit $250,000 to $499,999. So you imagine you deposit $499,999. And you're like, oh, you only get $2,000
Yeah.
instead of $3,000. Yeah. Well, I didn't have the $500K.
Yeah.
I only had $499,999.
Yeah, that's all I had.
But you need $150K to get in the door to even get $1,000 for him.
Who's got
You-
that much
he's
money
got-
just to,
Osborne's got that.
like, on a whim? Like,
Well, you transfer it from your checking account into this checking, and it's when you open a new private client checking. I mean,
I should do the Chase one.
Damn.
That's the free $300.
It's just for having 500 in there.
No, you have to do a direct deposit of
Oh,
500s. But you know, I don't know if you guys have this where you work. Where I work, I can go into the system and be like, put 20% of my paycheck over into this account and 50% of my paycheck into this account, or I can say put $500 into this account and the rest in this account. So
Mm.
you can divide it up.
no,
I could do that.
I can't.
Well, it sucks to be you.
I know.
Sucks to
Terrible.
suck. Sucks to suck.
Yeah.
So, well, there was no $100 check in mine.
No, I'm not seeing it either. I'm getting near the end here. I'm at a big deal. It's a big deal.
Do you
Windows
think they
Nation.
even put it in any of them?
I think they do. I'm sure they have to by like, you know,
But this is a national
yeah.
program.
It's
So
probably
it's
like
in like one.
Yeah.
one out of like the
million?
millions they send out. And you know how many people actually? How many times does it get cash? Because like I said,
So,
when I get this, I throw it right in the garbage. How many
Dave,
other people do that?
like, remember when I was working at the computer shows?
Yeah.
So one of the computer shows I worked at, I was just working a booth while I was trying to get people to sign up to register for a free computer, to win a free computer.
Yeah.
And it was basically just to like get their information for a mailing list.
Oh, I know. That's what all this stuff is.
And people would fill them out, and I think they did give away some computer, but it was like every city they went to, they collected these, and
Yeah.
they just gave out one computer. But they set it up to make it look like that. Like during like this weekend event, we're gonna be giving away a computer.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
That's all those things
like
work.
today we're gonna like be announcing your name here at the loudspeakers, like here at the event. Like no, these are just gonna be piled away, and then some data entry person's gonna be entering these
Yep.
in. And
So,
you're gonna
here's
be
a
going on
contest I
the
signed up for today. I didn't win, but that was the most like 80s thing ever.
Yeah.
At the car show, I signed up to win a free pack of cigarettes and a free pack or a free lighter.
Oh, perfect!
I didn't win though.
Just what you need.
I thought
Was it like a pack of cigarettes from the era?
no, it was just a box. There was a sealed box of Marlboro Red sitting there and like a Bic lighter sitting there. It was like,
They had a contest to
yeah,
see who could win
register
that?
to win this. And I'm like, I looked
Weird.
and there was only like 7 people who signed up. I'm like, all right. So this is kind of funny. So,
That's funny.
but no,
That is funny.
I burned all my luck years ago on raffles and stuff. So
Really?
I don't expect to win a raffle the rest of my life.
Well, you could still.
I could, but I've had 2 really good raffle wins in my life. So
What were they?
one was at a work party, and it was for 10,000 American Express points, which equaled $750 essentially.
Oh,
So I got my, this was at around the time of the PlayStation 3. So got my PlayStation 3 for free, got Rock Band for it for free,
nice.
and got another game for free. And there might have been one more thing, but yeah. So that was cool.
Yeah.
The other one was something that'll probably get us demonetized if I talk about it. But think of it as a long range paper puncher that I won. So that was worth
Huh.
a little over $1,000.
Nail gun.
Yes, a nail gun that just shoots bigger nails.
9-inch nails. What was that game that had that?
What that?
Quake.
Yeah, it's something you might pick up.
It was
in the-
out of the video game. Quake.
Yeah, so I've got that. So those have been 2 pretty big wins in my life, as far as raffles go. So I don't expect to win another raffle the rest of my life. But hey, you never know. It's an independent event every time,
Yeah, absolutely it is. You could win again.
so it's possible.
I could see it. I could see it. No, I don't have any more of those value packs.
Value pack.
A value pack. Got some renewal by Anderson. Oh, so these are funny. I thought these are kind of because I had 2 of these. So these ads that they send out to you, and I'm gonna try not to dox my address.
Again,
It looks like they're handwritten.
yes.
So which at one point one of them is, and then they copy it, and then they use that as their template, and they
No,
copy.
it's not handwritten anymore. It's all computer.
Well, I think it is.
Different fonts.
But okay, hear me out. So there's 2 different ones, and I could see it being a font, but it had to be a pretty darn savvy one. But I think what makes more sense is they just write up one of these, and then it's just copied.
Yeah, it could be.
And because I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking, fonts. Trying to find the other one here. But then when I noticed that, these like 2 capital M's are like a little different. Like but like maybe written by the same person, but not the exact same M. So it's probably like their marketing person that does this probably fills those out like that and sends them out. But yeah, I don't know. I'm disarrayed here. I don't have it.
Yeah.
Not that it really. Oh, here it is. No, it's right here. That's right. Okay, so. And both of them have the words May 2025 written on it.
That's expired then.
Well, it's like the date that this was like sent out. So, yeah. So this one, so there's May 2025. You can see the M, and then this one a little different, but close, very close, but definitely different. So I think that's how they do it. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit bored with that. Do we have?
All right, here's one more.
Guess the price of, okay?
All right.
This
Let's
is
guess
for-
that price.
We're
The
at
price is right.
Frankie's Chicago style
Ooh.
pizza.
All right, I'm not looking either. I want to be in on this
And
one.
All right.
what we are picking up
We'll see who's closest for
Is-
each one, Dave or me.
a 1/16" thin crust
1/16.
or 14" pan 2-topping pizza. So
2-topping.
16" thin crust, 14" pan 2-topping pizza, one or the other. And then cheese bread
Okay.
and a 2-liter soda. How much?
$23.99.
Winty $8.99.
Price, if we're going prices right rules.
Oh, did I go over?
The real price is $28.95.
Well, now I know they're the 95s at that
Yeah.
place. It looks like, huh?
So close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one.
Last year
there's
it would have
one
been
last one.
$23.99.
Yeah,
We're
right.
picking. We're at Frankie's Chicago style pizza still, and we're
I
picking
had
up.
that in years.
We're picking
So
up
good.
one 14" pan, 1-topping pizza. 14" pan, 1 topping.
Do you want me to get mine first this time?
Yes,
You go
Tom, you go first.
One topping pan,
1 topping.
$18.95.
$18.96.
The real price. $18.99.
No way. No way. So one's 95, one's 99. That is crazy. That's crazy. But I nailed those pretty good. That's good. I feel good. That's funny for our
Dave
game,
got
but
'em both.
yeah, right. Yeah, you got them both. But
$18.96.
that's so funny. That's crazy that it was one was 99, one was 95. Let me see if I get the same deals.
Happen to guess 1 penny more. That totally was crazy.
Well, I still
You're gonna watch
I mean,
Price is Right?
I
yeah?
nailed it,
They'll be
so.
like bidding on someone go 600 and the first next one goes 601. And then they'll win. I'd be so pissed if I was the person who said 600.
Yeah, they should. That would be frustrating.
Bern, you want to get on a pizza one here? I got a pizza one from another place. For
What
a
place is this?
Football special, hometown pizza.
Football special.
Hometown pizza between you
Oh,
guys here.
They're decent pizza.
It's called Hometown.
Yeah, they got.
And
decent pizza.
I've never
should
heard
I
of
tell
it.
should this one should I tell you guys what sense ends in?
No.
No, okay.
Why would you do that?
Just because then you'd have something more to be able to get it exactly. But all right, this is called the football special at Hometown Pizza. They're located over here by Target, kind of. They suck.
They don't suck.
They're I don't like them because I don't.
I'd say they're
There's
middle of the
a
road.
guy who worked there. He's a worked there. If you're listening, you're an idiot. I used to work with you. You're an idiot. You know who you are. I don't need to say anymore. You're an idiot. And I ordered there once and I just didn't like it.
I've
the
had
cheese
it
wasn't that
multiple
great, but-
times. I'd say it's middle of the road.
Football special: 1 pound of wings,
I've never had their wings.
a
I can't comment
large
on that.
1-topping pizza, a 4-piece cheese toast, and a 2-liter of pop. How much? Again, 1 pound of wings, 1 large
Remember, it's an
pizza.
entire pound, dude. It's an entire pound.
Yeah, which is just
Yeah,
your
it's like-
normal order of wings.
Yeah, it's
4-piece
like
cheese
4 or 5.
toast and a 2-liter of pop.
You want me to go?
Yeah, you're going first.
Okay,
This doesn't seem-
24.95.
$24.96.
Yeah. I mean, basically anything over that, you could pretty much guess it was going to be over $35.99
Oh,
for wings, which should be like
It's
$9.99.
gotten expensive.
A pizza that should be like $15, so we're at like 25 there. A 4-piece cheese toast, which I guess I mean I
That's
guess
$5.
we're kind of in there if you break it down like that. But still, a large 1 topping, that sucks. Trump prices, man.
what about this? Is Jet's Pizza? Very
Okay.
similar
Yep,
deal.
yep, yep.
Very similar deal. The Jumbo Jet deal.
Okay.
Jumbo jet.
Large pizza with premium mozzarella.
Mm.
Okay, 1 large, 1 topping. Order of Jet's wings, plus your choice of bread and dipping sauce. So basically, that same deal minus the 2-liter
And
of
the
Jet's
cheese bread.
Pizza.
And
No,
bread.
you get plus your choice of bread and dipping sauce.
That's bread though, not cheese bread.
Well, yeah, it's not like just white or wheat or pumpernickel. It's like cheese bread or
No, it could be like those
They have a-
twisty bread things. That,
They have a few different kinds to choose from there, I think.
yeah.
Well, I think I need to go second this time.
No, you just want to go a penny higher than whatever I say.
No, I don't like doing that. I'm gonna be guessing.
All right. I'm gonna guess $21.95.
I know it's cheaper than hometown, and it could be that, but I think it's gonna be more. I'm gonna go up to $23.99.
$31.99.
I should have gone higher. I just went a little bit because I knew I should have gone higher than you, but I really should have gone more what I went for. Which I don't think I would have gone up to that. I would have gone up to like maybe $28.99. I wouldn't have gone to 30. But yeah, it's just pizza, man. It's crazy how much
Everything's
pizza's
gotten
gone
so
up.
expensive.
But
Everything.
you know, it's funny when
Not
I
just
work
pizza. It's any type of like restaurant.
when I was delivering at Chanticleer, right? It made me appreciate because I was trying to make homemade pizzas at home with the dough and everything like that. And I got the dough good, and I got it pretty good. But man, there is something about when they make it in the restaurant. I mean, obviously, like it's really, really good.
Mhm.
They got all the equipment and stuff for it, and it does. I mean, it comes at a premium, especially in expensive burbs But yeah, it's crazy. It's a shame.
Yeah, it's nuts how out of control prices are on everything.
Well, Frankie's, it was like 2 slices of pizza for the longest time was like $4, or like 4 something with tax and stuff,
Really?
which is a killer deal. And it hasn't, I guess, it hasn't been like that for a long time now. But now it's like it's $10 for 2 slices.
Yeah.
2
2 slices for $10.
Yeah. I mean, it used to be like 2 for $5 also.
or maybe
So,
$10.99.
2
even.
for $5.99.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Remember when we were kids?
Makes me want to have one right now, though.
Remember-
Frick.
What's that?
Makes me want a Frankie's right now.
I want a
Frick.
pizza right now because we've been yapping about it.
I know.
Remember when we were kids? We could take $1 and go to Tom Thumb, and we
Yeah,
could
those
buy.
get things.
We could get all this candy. Remember there'd be like 10-cent Lickamades and
yeah, those 10
all
row
that like
candy is
like and if we wanted a candy bar, it was 50 cents.
for sure.
It would just I miss that. So,
That Tom Thumb was great. That was like the first gas station.
you know what's weird? I still have dreams about that place.
Wow.
But when it's happened now like twice in like the last couple of years, I've dreamt about it. Except it's still Tom Thumb. Except you go in there and the place is just barren. There's like nothing for sale there.
That's what happens in the dream.
Yeah, and it's like the place is all dilapidated, which it was back in the day.
Yeah, it
too.
wasn't that like. I mean, not
Yeah.
like a store now.
But it was like you know how what back they had all the aisles and stuff like that. Like all that stuff's gone in the dream, and there's like one like cooler with like hardly anything in it, and there's like an empty hot dog like roller machine and just like a few other dumb things you can buy, and there's like a cash register, and that's happened now like I just dreamt about that like last month. Actually no, like probably like last 3 weeks ago, and I woke up thinking like damn, I had that same dream like a few years back. I don't know what like.
I can't really picture the place all that well. I mean, a
They
little
didn't
bit in
sell
the inside,
gas,
but
did they?
I remember.
They did until the Super America came in across the street.
Then
Then-
they stopped
Then
selling
they
gas.
stopped selling gas. Yeah.
Oh.
Weird. I remember the candy cigarettes on the shelves.
Yes.
I do remember those. I remember seeing those there and everything. But I remember like it definitely had like like an older time feel and smell in the inside. The smell was like an older type building, almost like a hardware store type smell, or like it could even been like a bait shop or something. Just like an older gas station, like more in like the out in the country type feel and smell.
Well, it was out in the country back when that
Yeah.
was made. I mean, this
Mhm.
was.
I wonder when that was built.
It was in the '80s. I remember going to the grand opening.
No.
Yes.
Of that Tom Thumb.
Yes, I remember going to the grand opening as a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was older than that.
No.
So the appearance is the same, but the shelves are barren. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and it just. I mean, there's no aisles anymore. It's just like they took all that out. It's just this big open space. It's weird.
Hey,
And-
I just want to say quick, if anybody's in the chat, if they want to say anything, I got it pulled up here.
yeah,
holler at your
anyone
boy.
watching?
It says there's two viewers, myself and then somebody else. Been a couple different times where it's gone
People
up. to
popping
that.
in and these are idiots, and then leaving.
I'm gonna ask chat what it thinks that means. So,
What? Ask
old
ChatGPT.
old neighborhood convenience store gas station. The appearance is the same, but the shelves are empty and gone. It's just a big open space. Anything else?
And then there's very few products for sale. And there's an old hot dog machine. I mean, there's a hot dog machine present, but nothing's on it. It's not turned on. It's just, it hasn't been used in a while. The outside where you park is all cracked and old.
Okay. Parking lot old and potholes or cracks.
And mostly just cracked. There weren't any potholes in the dream. I mean,
Okay. Let's see what chat thinks of your dream.
all right. Interpret that dream, ChatGPT.
Dreams about familiar places like an old neighborhood convenience store or gas station often carry deep emotional or psychological symbolism, especially when those places appear changed or empty. Here's a breakdown of potential meanings.
All right, let's see what this is all about.
The old convenience store / gas station represents a past stage in life, a source of comfort, routine, or perhaps basic emotional fuel. The dream meaning is returning to this location suggests you're reflecting on the past or revisiting foundational parts of your identity or childhood. The fact that it looks
Dave
the
never does
same,
that. Sorry.
the fact
Do
that
all the
it
time.
I know.
looks the same but is now empty implies change, nostalgia, or loss. Empty shelves, sparse products. That represents a lack of emotional nourishment, loss of resources, or a sense that what once sustained you no longer does. Dream meaning you may be feeling like the support, simplicity, or direction you once had is gone or inaccessible. Two more. Empty hot dog roller.
It gets down to that, huh?
That represents missed opportunities. Comfort
man.
food, a symbol for emotional fulfillment or simple pleasures. The dream meaning is the absence of the food on the roller grill hints at emotional emptiness or unmet desires, especially ones that were once easy to satisfy. In the old cracked parking lot, the last one, it represents wear and tear over time, neglect and aging. The dream meaning is your foundational or starting point feels neglected, deteriorated, less stable than it once was, and it may suggest feelings of decay or from in a familiar or foundational part of your life. And then it has like even more shit. Like
I could see that. I could totally see that.
I could see how that applies. Yeah,
Yeah.
all that. All
So
How that
this is-
could all
that
apply.
time period is like, you know,
'Cause that time
that
period's
world, yeah, that world doesn't exist anymore,
Yeah.
and it's been gone for a while now, and it keeps fading further and further away.
It just has two other sections.
We still got a little
like
hold of it though.
possible interpretations: nostalgic loss or emotional emptiness. This is like just what you were saying. Like you're revisiting a place from the past, only finding it hollowed out. This may symbolize how something or someone that once grounded you no longer serves that purpose. For transition or aging, it says the setting reflects change over time, not necessarily good or bad. It may reflect how you have changed and how your needs or emotional resources have shifted. Spiritual or existential reflection. A once busy store with empty shelves could be a metaphor for feeling spiritually or emotionally depleted. And then, okay, questions you might want to ask yourself. This
All right,
really
ask
is the
myself these
last part.
questions.
Questions you might want to ask yourself. Have you been thinking about your past, childhood, or roots lately?
Probably because I've been excited to go to this
The car
back
show.
days car show. So yeah,
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that kind of stuff.
Do you feel your current environment lacks substance or support?
No,
Is there a sense
I
that
got tons
time
going on.
is there a sense that time is slipping by, or that something that was once dependable is now hollow?
Well, I don't know if you're referring to like time feels like it goes faster as you get older. You know, I think we can all agree on that thing.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some of these things when they say it, it's like it is just. It's like, well, yeah, everybody would feel
Right.
that. So it's like those sort of themes probably show up in every. Person's
Yeah.
Yep.
dream.
You know,
Oh, anyway, that's
Crazy.
kind of cool. Sorry if that was too prying, but I've been thinking it's cool. I've been.
No, you're right, though. I
it's
think-
cool. I should start like when
I've
I
been
have
asking
some.
chat lately.
I've got one that that'd be kind of cool to put in that I've been having reoccurring.
Oh, let's hear it.
So I've been having, and I don't know if I can describe this that detailed as good as Dave can do, but I have all these dreams that like I'm always somewhere where we're about to go on a trip. Like it's about to be a trip, and it's gonna be, but it's overseas in like a different country.
Which country?
Like somewhere in Europe. It's
Okay.
always like in Europe somewhere, and it's always like, oh, we're going to go there, and it's like
Write this down.
in my mind, it's like I'm thinking about, oh, like I'm gonna be on this really long flight, and you know, wow, this, you know, boy, it's gonna take like what, like a more than a day of flying or something. So I'm kind of thinking about that, and that it's just like we're going on this. And there's been a couple dreams where I've gone on it, and I've gone there, and I've been in this like European country, and I'm like walking on these streets, and I'm like, where am I? Like I'm somewhere else, you know. That's kind of crazy, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's it say?
But
Put it
it's
in?
always
Let's say.
take your time. But it's always like, yeah, it's always Europe, and it's sometimes, you know, I don't get there because I don't make it that far in the dream. But it's always like the kind of the preparation, the planning, and the thinking of it. Like we're going, and it might be like, oh, it's like a work trip, or it's like a fun work trip, or it's like a, you know, something like that. I guess I can't get too much.
It's a fun work trip.
Not necessarily. No, not a fun work trip. Did I say that?
About 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, you did say fun work trip. But I don't know. I've had work trips that I would consider fun work trips. That
Well, yeah, because it was like,
you work hard. And
but
play
I don't
hard.
think it's not always work though. That it's not always a trip about work. Yeah.
Yeah, I have some just bizarre. Constantly, will have bizarre off the wall dreams. I should start
Yeah.
putting them into when I wake up, putting them into ChatGPT and see what it spits back out at me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've,
I mean,
I've only done it a couple times, but I've just been like
Yeah.
floored by the results. Like
Yeah.
this is exactly what this is meaning.
Yeah, I
Should record yourself when you wake up. Record yourself explaining it, and then we'll view it on a show, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I actually did some research back in high school on dreams for like a psychology project, and one of the things that took away from that was like, if you put a pen and paper next to your bed with the anticipation of writing down your dreams in the morning, just that act, even not even writing them down, just the act of doing that in anticipation that you'll be able to remember your dreams better.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
I had this crazy one where I was like pushing my thumb pad, like my index finger to my thumb pad,
Yeah.
and there was like cactus needles that would come out that would
Ask
like
it.
poke through the skin.
Oh,
I did. I
you'd
asked
find
it
you'd be
right
like,
away.
oh yeah.
And I would, these needles, these like cacti would come out, and I'd pull them out,
Yeah.
and sometimes it would like hurt, but it looked fucking weird as hell. But sometimes it would like bleed too, and yeah, it was like very vivid when I woke up. But a lot of times I don't remember dreams, but this one was so vivid, and I immediately put it in to chat, and the answer was like, oh, that's like exactly what it fucking means. It was like those cacti needles represent some sort of like trauma or harm that you carry with you, that you've
Okay.
experienced in life, that you carry with you, and the act of like pulling them out is you like symbolically saying like, I'm ready to like leave these behind.
Nice, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave those cactus needles burn.
Yeah, I could not fucking believe it, because when I woke up, it was like, what the fuck was that about? You know, like, that was so vivid and crazy, and then when you're like, holy shit, it's like a metaphor for these things, and in that context, it was like, yeah, that's exactly what it was about. It was about,
What did Tom's come up as? Did you put it in?
well, so I haven't entered the prompt yet, but
Oh.
reoccurring dream about going on a trip to Europe, about to fly or anticipating flying sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
But other times you said you were in Europe.
Yeah, I made it there a couple times. Or I'm on the flight and we're on our way there, but I haven't gotten there yet. But I remember getting there a couple times and being like, oh yeah, it's like, well, it wasn't as crazy as I thought, you know, to get there.
The I don't know, like the theme of traveling or something's got to come up.
There's I was trying to think of another one that has been happening lately.
Should put in a dream. I still remember dreams from when I was like a little kid.
Yeah.
Put some of those in. See what it comes up with.
What? Okay, reoccurring dream about going on a trip to Europe, about to fly or anticipating flying sometimes, planning or preparing, but sometimes getting to the destination.
Yeah.
Is that? Do we
Yeah,
wanna go with
yeah,
that
that's
as the
perfect.
prompt?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see what we get.
Reoccurring dreams about preparing for, flying to, or even arriving in Europe often reflect major life transitions, personal aspirations, or deep desire for transformation or escape, especially when they come in cycles. Here's a breakdown of the key themes. Going on a trip to Europe, reoccurring nature, meaning recurring dreams suggest an unresolved issue or a persistent yearning. Your subconscious keeps revisiting this journey because it represents something you haven't fully processed, achieved, or committed to yet in your waking life. Common themes for planning or preparing to fly. Planning or preparing to fly symbolizes hope, anticipation, desire for change, or embarking on something unknown. Dream meaning you may be in a phase of preparation for something significant, emotionally, professionally, or spiritually, but feel like you're stuck in the getting ready phase. It may represent a hesitation to leap to the next chapter in your life. For the flying, that symbolizes release, freedom, transcendence, or fear of losing control. Dream meaning, if the dream emphasizes flying itself, which I don't know if yours do, but it could point to your desire to escape limitations or to reach a higher state of awareness or self-worth. It can reveal anxiety about taking big risks. And then Europe as a destination symbolizes culture, history, refinement, complexity, or something you idealize or long for. The dream meaning, Europe might represent a part of yourself that seeks depth, identity, or personal evolution. You might associate it with new beginnings or rediscovering parts of yourself that feel dormant. Sometimes arriving, that could symbolize a moment of growth or success, perhaps fleeting, or not yet fully explored. The fact that you sometimes reach the destination could mean that you're making progress, but still not where you want to be.
Interesting.
Maybe there are moments of clarity or satisfaction, but they don't fully resolve the underlying longing. The deeper psychological interpretation, it gives four themes: desire for change or meaning. These dreams often arise when you feel your life lacks direction or you're craving a significant experience to break the routine. Fear of readiness, the constant planning or partial execution might suggest inner doubts. Am I really ready for this next phase? Unfulfilled potential, you may have a sense of a version of yourself you haven't fully stepped into yet. Emotional distance, if Europe represents something idealized or far away, the dream could symbolize emotional or personal distance from what you truly want. And the last thing is to ask yourself, the questions to ask yourself. Number 1, what major changes am I considering or avoiding? Number 2, am I stuck in planning mode in any area of life, career, relationships, or self-growth? Number 3, what does Europe represent emotionally to me? Sophistication, romance, ancestry, escape. And the last one, number 4, do I allow myself to fully pursue what I long for, or do I pull back right before the leap?
That's wild.
I know,
That's
it's
deep.
fucking crazy.
That's deep.
It's fucking, I could not fucking believe how good it is at, like, pulling this information.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Scary. Unemployment's coming everyone's way.
There's no
I know.
way you could be, like, a dream psychologist now. It's like, this thing's fucking the best dream
I mean,
psychologist.
I think about like how easy would it be to do my job with AI. I mean, I feel
Everyone's
like
job, my
easy.
job, you know?
Yeah.
I use AI at my job, and it's like, well, okay, Some days I'm like, I use it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, our careers are safe because this is doing absolutely terrible. Other times it's like, yeah, I don't know.
I know. Damn, you could just let us die before then, please.
Well, no, not let us die. Let's just get to retirement.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like, let us live our
Yeah.
long lives and
Hopefully,
die
can
before
the
it
dollar
does that.
still retain value?
Yeah.
Can we should all just get, like, a basic monthly income.
Oh,
and-
universal basic income.
Yeah.
That's not gonna.
All right,
work.
Andrew.
That's not gonna work. There's just not enough.
Well,
money
it's
to
not
do
going to
that.
work if people realize, like, we don't need humans to do a lot of this shit anymore.
I know. Well, companies will all go out of business because no one will have any money to buy anything. So they'll produce all this stuff with AI, and no one's going to consume it because no one's got any money to pay for it. So
Humans.
I don't know how it's going to go.
I am going to put that notebook next and pencil next
Yeah,
to
do
my
it.
bed.
No,
just,
pen.
Just so I can remember. It has to be pen.
That's what it was. Pen.
Let's just hope that AI they can't get is like as personally real as a human being can be. If
Right.
that can hold off as
It
long as
can't.
possible, then my job will survive
It can't because
by a thread.
AI is built off of what.
Because a
something that someone
person,
come up
yeah, exactly. Like a
Right.
person, like will want to talk to a live person.
with. Yes. Yep.
You know, and know that okay, yeah, you're a real human being. Yes, I am. Test me a million times. But I think AI is gonna get savvy as hell when it comes to
Well, it's gonna be the end of us.
that. I know.
I've been saying it for.
Well, dude, Terminator 2 was right. I mean, dude,
Well,
they're
I mean,
right, aren't they?
I don't know. It's going to be the end of maybe not the end of the human race, but the end of like civilized society.
Dude, it could seriously be like Terminator 2.
It could.
I mean, it's been trending like that since the
It
movie
could be-
came out.
It could be, like, less than that. You want to do the full-blown, like, the machines are going to...
Yeah, and there'll be
humans.
Sarah Connor will be there. She'll be in a mental
So I'm
hospital.
thinking more of
They'll
a-
break her out.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking a more realistic scenario is that humans growing up realize that if you have a question about something, and I mean like almost anything, it's going to be pointless to ask another human being. You're only asking like a lesser source of info. So the effect will be people will be used to just asking AI things, and they'll lose the skill of communication.
I don't know.
like communicating with other humans.
Maybe, but we've had the internet available for decades now, where you could ask any question to the internet, either a search engine or on a forum.
Yeah, but the answerability is so savvy now. with
Yeah,
these.
it's so much. Before, when you were just doing a Google search, you're relying on the words a human being had written in a source. Now it's searching like
Yeah.
every fucking source and then compiling it and spitting out like a generative statement and providing you a source with where it got the info from. Like, it's
And
just
you can-
so much better.
And you can ask it like you're a 5-year-old, and it will understand what you're getting at and explain
Yeah.
it. Like you can really dumb down what you're trying to ask, and it's like, oh, all right, just stop. I know what you mean. Here, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like where before Google, you had to like kind of get really specific if you really if you wanted to try to find that specific thing. Now it's like, man, yeah, they're wild. Yeah, that's the only thing is just like it's just that pure level of, I mean, can they ever match that exactly? At
That,
some
like,
point.
human
At some point maybe, but
customer service.
yeah, just that
I don't know,
a
man.
real life person who's saying like, I'm breathing. I've experienced it for myself. Not just AI's told me, but I've experienced it
Yeah.
for
I
myself.
can definitively tell
Yep.
you from my experience, this is the answer.
That's the only differentiator that I can think of that is going to save the value of human ability for those types of things. And it's just going to get savvier and savvier and savvier before, robots and everything can do just absolutely everything. And that's and have I said it on here before? My theory of what's going to happen long term to humanity is when it gets to that extreme level, and there are people that are controlling things. There will be no families. There'll be no anything like that. It'll be just humans will be, if humans will even be needed at all, be born in a lab and just created for a specific purpose. And that human will have no concept of what a real world and a real life would be like, and
Like the Matrix.
like living like in the 80s and 90s like we did. Like they'll never have any kind of concept like that like 1,000 years from now there'll be nothing even remotely close to that.
Like the Matrix.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
already think it's kind of washing out. Like,
Yeah.
when I think, but I was wondering, is that just me of when I grew up? Because it's like, I remember the 80s had a feel to it.
An awesome feel. That's the
The
best decade
90s
we ever had.
The 90s had like a
Another
distinct
feel.
feel
Yes.
to it. They were distinct.
Yes.
And
yes.
and then it just became like a
Now it's just-
fucking blur.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like there is no distinctive cultural time shifting.
I want to ask younger people about that to see if they
Yeah.
have more, if they still like think they can break it down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, but back in 2000s it was kind of like this, and then 2010s came and things were more like this then, But to me, you're right. It's all the same to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, it's very, very similar.
I heard a young person say that the other day, like, oh, this is so 2004. I can't remember what they were referencing, but I
Mhm.
was like, I don't know what that, like, what does that mean? That
Yeah.
doesn't
Well, yeah.
mean anything to me. Like, if you said it was like the 90s, I would.
Well, we got to remember
Things would come to
2004,
mind.
like 2004,
20
social
years ago.
media was like just on the beginning, like Facebook and stuff like that was
Yeah.
like just barely
Okay.
kind of beginning back
So
then.
that's what that
You had
means.
to have a
probably.
.edu address, I think, to make an account.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, I think so.
And and it was like MySpace was like right before, or right around that time too, and before then. Because
Okay.
I graduated in 02, and that didn't exist back
There was
before.
no
We didn't
Facebook.
have
Yeah,
that
I
in
graduated
school.
99, there was,
Yeah.
We had GeoCities and Tripod.
Mhm.
That was our social media.
Yeah, GeoCities where people could make their own website.
Tripod
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. Tripod.
hmm
Alta Vista? Is that
That
one?
was a search engine back in the day.
Okay, but could you make a little page on that one?
He might have been able to. I don't remember doing
Hmm.
it. But yeah, there was Alta Vista.
Dogpile?
Dogpile, Excite, Hotbot. Man, what else was out there? Yeah. Lycos,
Ask
Web
Jeeves.
Crawler, Ask
Lycos.
Jeeves. Yeah.
Netscape was a
that was a browser.
browser.
That's a browser.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
Netscape.
like the dominant browser.
Netscape
before
Navigator.
Google killed it.
For a little while, yeah.
Um,
Crazy. Guys, we've been streaming for almost 2 hours. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
Um,
Anyone watching?
does anybody, no, we actually had two, according to this analytics, we had 2 concurrent viewers for a moment there, and this other one viewer the whole time is I think me on my.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't need this on my
So
phone
people-
now.
Popped in, saw us laughing or looking at coupons. Like, this is stupid.
Yeah, they're in for I mean a minute.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Like, what is this shit?
They would have gotten the good laughing there. That would have been good. Huh?
We should have like a phone number to some phone posted so people could call in. Because I bet people would do that.
They'd
just to
call in and
fuck
say
with
stupid
you.
shit.
Yeah.
You know,
But
they'd
that'd
call
be
in
funny,
and
I think.
or swear, or they'd call in and
Yes.
you know, it would, yeah,
Wouldn't that be funny?
it'd be kind of funny. You could go get a one of those prepaid phones from Walmart or something like that. And,
Yeah, we should do that.
yeah.
We should totally get that. How much can we get one of those for?
Get a
Oh,
what?
cheap.
Track phone.
Yeah, if you
With
get,
like 500, with like the lowest number of minutes. 'Cause
Yeah.
no one will call it, but we'll just set it here, and somebody will call it someday.
Yeah.
And we'll put the number on the live.
I'll just repeat it.
Well, I mean,
612
I guess
555.
somebody needs to. I mean, somebody could just chat. You know, this thing, but you do need a YouTube account to do that. So there are
What's that?
people that watch YouTube. Well, a YouTube account
To give a phone number?
to
out?
no for them to chat on here. I'm saying
Oh,
somebody
right.
could just chat on here and talk to us on here right now. But
No. We got to break out. We got to get our following.
well, you know, we need more of those state fair videos to go viral.
I'm going to do another surge comparison video.
Nice.
But I've got some. I've got a lead on possibly getting some Urge out of Norway, which is like essentially Surge, a fresh bottle where you can still get it. So I got a lead on that. So if I get, I'm gonna wait till that lead either pans out or
You
pans
know,
out.
It's
And-
funny you say that because I have a very vivid, clear memory of what that tastes like.
Yeah.
Very clear, very clear.
Yep,
And I'm
right.
interested to try that Urge then to see if it's like it.
Yep.
Because I can definitely tell what Surge tastes like. There's a lot of things There's a lot of things I forgot, and I don't have the memory like you
Yep.
do when it comes to this kind of stuff. But Surge, for some reason, I'm thinking about right now, distinct taste
Mhm.
compared to Mellow Yellow, Mountain Dew, both distinct tastes. Surge, distinct different tastes than
Oh,
those.
yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
So yeah, I still got I think 3 or 4 cans from that original stash of stuff from the late '90s, and then I've got 2 of the cans from the revival, and then I've got potentially a bottle of Urge coming. So yeah, we'll once we get that, we'll set up another video and do a comparison 25-year-old Surge to 2-year-old Surge to current.
Nice.
So I think those other bigger cans expired a few years ago. But yeah, guys, it's in my fridge. It's coming.
Nice.
Another video.
We gotta do. We
Bring
should
it
do a
here.
short on the RC Cola.
RC Cola.
At the
at
fair? Yeah, well,
Oh,
yeah.
I
Dude,
love
we
that
should
stuff.
get
Close up. Of
we need a
your
gimbal.
bubbles.
Yeah.
we need a gimbal like because you've got the best iPhone, I bet, out of all of us.
I use an Android.
And we need a gimbal. We need a gimbal.
Oh, that crapple.
And then we can like walk with it and we could make some good videos. Yeah, cuz
Really.
and I actually I could use mine too. I mean, I have an SE, but it would still work. And Dave, yours honestly could too, I'm sure.
It's a free garbage Android.
Really? But
Where do we get a cheap one of those?
A
Probably
gimbal?
not- Yeah, probably not at the
I
thrift
don't-
store.
I don't know wherever you got this tripod.
Yeah, where'd you
Yeah,
get,
I did get that at the thrift store.
did you really?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not all $1 zillion anymore. I mean, because there's like a million Chinese versions of them, you know.
Yeah.
So
That's what we need. The Temu.
yeah, just
Timo.
something that you can walk with it easier and it doesn't shake and stuff when you're walking. And I want to make way more videos of that. I mean we're in the studio doing a session, cool, but we got a ways in this to set this up. I think
That'd
the
be
right way
cool at
anyway.
the fair.
But people do
I love the fair.
like live IRL or like just man on the streets.
At the fair, it'd be cool. I remember I had at least I had the idea for one.
Yeah,
Of
you did a great job recording that
taping
and
no, but
and
I-
narrating.
for like taping the line for like that pickle pizza.
Oh, yeah,
how
yeah.
ridiculous It was, but that'd be good if you had a
Yeah.
gimbal because you could. It'd be way more.
You
like,
know,
steady
God, I
shot.
should. You know what I'm gonna do? One of these nights when I'm bored and I need to watch something. I'm on YouTube. I bet you there's a little video on like, hey, like tips on when you're recording stuff, like to be like a photographer. When and I bet you there's a few little things that I could probably pick up just watching a YouTube video that
I think so. Yeah.
could make it cooler. And that's half the battle. I mean, that's part of the battle, I guess I should say, and then. The editing part, if you do some cool recording clips like that, you can do a lot less editing. Just like now we're just going live and
Yeah.
there's nobody watching. But at the same time, this is going to be saved, and we're making a record. This is going to be forever.
Yeah.
We're going to be dead, and this will still be going. Thank goodness.
Sure.
Now we have the ability to do that. Before
History books.
Yeah, before what? We're going to put it on a VHS tape? That'll just be rotten in forever? This is digital. Like, this is internet. Internet's forever. I mean,
Yeah. What,
unless something crazy changes in the world. I mean,
on the first day of the fair, we could get a short for each of the new foods. That would be a low light hanging fruit.
Yeah,
far as
but
we
everyone's
go.
gonna do that too. So we
Okay.
gotta put
that's
a
okay.
twist on
But
it.
yeah, but that's okay. I mean, but
What
those,
about the Llama Farm? Do they still have like?
They don't have that anymore.
Contests where they don't dress.
I mean, there's a lot of people that do the
No.
foods things, but we
know
could
what
do
you're
that
talking
too
about.
and get lots of hits. There,
Yeah.
there's a decent number of people do it, but not like that crazy amount. I mean, there's enough content to go around. I mean,
Yeah.
I think dude, you're motivating me more. I mean, I want to take a lot. Yeah, take more of those days off. I got a plan for that now.
Yeah, start getting things rolling.
Well, I'm going to the North Shore next week. Going to Duluth for a few days, and after that, then really, I mean, I can basically just kind of start planning for the fair.
Yeah, there you go. They'll be here before you know it.
I know.
Summers last about 2 weeks.
Let's see how much I can drop on food.
What the frick?
$100
Remember
a
when
day.
You, bailed on cheese curds.
What?
I was telling you to get the large cheese curd. You were in like the fast line.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
was in the slow ass line.
Why'd you pick
So
the
you
slow
were-
ass
you were
line?
looking back at me like, what the fuck? And I just tell you like, get the big one. you
That would have
know?
been a mistake.
And I get out of Dave's like, okay, so I get out of line, and he fucking comes back with like an empty small cheese curd. He's just
He'd eaten them already?
Yeah,
That fast?
yeah. And I'm
Probably.
like, what the fuck?
They're hot.
Oh, you want some?
Dude, okay, but I bet they were probably hot. Dave, his mouth is like, I don't know. He can eat the hottest fucking foods ever. Like, I don't know what it is, but I could believe that. Now that you say that, I've seen him pull a frozen pizza right out of a pizza oven, freshly cooked, totally cooked, slice, instantly eating it.
It's just still lava.
It's just lava, and it's fine.
It is.
It's like, oh my god, I can't even come close to it, as I'd be burning my mouth so bad. So yeah, cheese curds. I mean, they get really hot when you get them. I mean, I have to wait a little bit. Not Dave.
No, I start eating right away.
But no, I can't. God, I can't wait. What did they have where it was limited tickets? They had something at the fair recently where it was like a taste of it or something. Like you could go. Did you not see that?
Oh, that thing. Yeah, I didn't go this year. I've been to that other years. It's a letdown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a letdown. I've been to it like 2 or 3 times, and it's just like kind of compressed. You know, the whole fairgrounds aren't open. I mean, you can kind of walk around, and if no one's looking, you can walk around, but there's no one around.
And nothing. Yeah, then
And,
it's
so
nothing.
you see all
It's
these
not
things
open.
like, oh, I wish that was open. Oh, I wish that was open. Oh, I wish that was open. You know, it's like kind of centered around the you know where that Blue Moon Theater.
Yeah, that place is awesome.
It is awesome, and they're open, but that's kind of like it's like, you know, if you get that, that's kind of like the heart of it, and then branch out maybe like
Oh.
1 block in each direction. So the grandstand's open, but it's not much going on. It's just like you're at the fair and you're kind of like you want the fair, but you're getting like
It's like a mini version of it.
you're getting the fair light, or not even light. You're getting like the
Free trial.
free trial version, and you want what you really want is the premium gold edition.
It's the freeware.
Right.
Freeware version.
So yeah, I've done it like I said 2 or 3 times, and it's been a letdown. So I didn't bother
That Blue
trying to go
Moon.
this
I
year,
can't believe that place isn't like a restaurant that's open. Like,
like normally.
why don't they have it like open? You can go there and just eat.
Mhm.
Like that's
Well, like in that they've got that whole Ogara's
Yeah.
spot. That's an actual
Yeah.
restaurant. Like, why isn't that open like year
yeah,
round?
yeah, or at least like in like the spring and summer months,
Right.
just have that open all the time.
Because
At
I
least
mean,
on the weekends.
That's
Well,
weird.
like, I
Yeah,
don't
you can
know.
just go in there, pull into the fairgrounds, park in the street, and
Yeah.
just walk up there and
That'd be
just.
cool.
Why don't they do that?
I
I don't get it.
yeah, I don't know. I've driven around the fairgrounds. Though,
It is weird. Like this, a lot of the state fairgrounds, this prime spot in basically St. Paul, it just it goes dormant
Yeah.
for a lot of the year. And granted, they use like the big buildings for certain events. People rent them out. They probably make revenue doing that stuff,
Well,
right?
sure.
But a lot of these, I mean, Blue Moon stuff, that just all sits there, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know. I think some of it stuff's open when the events are going on, like back to the 50s. That
Well,
happens
like
down
a
there.
computer show, they'd have like a computer show there. They'd have like, maybe a mini donut booth going. That was it. It wasn't like, anything else.
Yeah, but I've done other events down there, and a lot of the booths are open now. So like I'll probably make it to back to the 50s at least one day this year. So I'll go look.
When
and
is
see.
that? I want to go to
I
that.
don't think it's next week.
Because then the Blue Moon place,
I think it's
that's
two weeks.
That's a hoppin' car show.
That's one of the biggest.
oh,
concerts
and it's in 2
in
weeks.
the nation. Yeah.
So it's the weekend I come back from Duluth.
Yeah, so perfect. I would usually like to go Sunday because I usually work the Friday and Saturday nights up at another event, and so I'd like to go Sunday. But talk to my dad, see what day he wants to go.
Nice.
Yeah.
I live super close. You should let me know if you go down there.
I will.
like to
I'll
meet
keep you updated. Be fun.
I'd like to see some old 50s
yeah.
Chevys and
It's full of them.
Corvettes.
Chevelles,
I mean, yeah, 1964 and earlier.
77 Chevelle.
1964 and earlier.
I think that's the vehicle that Wooderson had in
55,
Dazed and
56,
Confused.
and 57 Chevys are just like so iconic.
Oh, it's beautiful.
But I think
So many
in
beautiful cars.
Dazed and
Yeah.
Confused, Wooderson had a 77 Chevelle.
Okay.
All right.
Just saying.
This bigger muscle car era. Yeah, there was that weird era in the 60s, 70s where fucking these like giant engine cars
I know.
came out. Just total fuel, just gas guzzlers.
guzzling.
But they were like the fleet
Gas was like
vehicles.
15 cents a gallon back then.
Yeah.
No one cared.
Just straight line acceleration too, not like handling
Right.
focus.
It's fast.
Yeah. Man. Some of those old like Chargers and Challengers from that era that have that Hemi engine. That engine alone can be if you have like number matching parts,
Yeah.
they call it.
Yeah.
Just that engine can be worth tens of thousands
It's
of
crazy.
dollars. Those old cars would have like one of the best things you could have invested in.
I
Like,
wish it could have been around that time.
appreciated so much,
I know.
especially if you have like not something that's been restored, but like if it was original,
Yeah.
the price is just fucking through the roof. Somebody who I used to work with, she got these like Corvettes from her dad,
Yeah.
and they weren't like in the best shape or whatever, but they were all like number matching shit and original parts, and she was telling me they're each worth like $100,000.
I wouldn't doubt it.
It's just crazy how much they're worth compared to like what it costs to buy them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they've every bit of kept up with inflation, and which is crazy for a car because most of the time they like substantially go down.
Speaking of things that have kept up with inflation, it got really expensive. Do you still have your Magic cards from back in the day?
I don't know.
Whoa, okay,
And
what's
I
the story of
had-
those?
Like,
They're worth a lot?
some of those like dual lands. are
Oh,
worth
that's
hundreds
it's
of
always the
dollars.
dual
When I
lands,
got
yeah.
when I would open those and
Yeah.
I got a dual land,
Yeah.
I thought those were shit. So I would just give them to people, and they ended up being the most valuable.
You never got any of those.
I had at least 4 or 5 of them, and I gave every single one of them away for free because I thought it was just a stupid ass card. Like, oh, this is
Wow.
just a dumb land.
Yeah, I mean those
Even though
Well,
it's like a
that's
2
worth-
for 1 card.
worth quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
What you played revised?
I played them all though, so it's like even the ones I had weren't.
I've got all those revised cards
have
still.
been
Do
in
you?
Good condition. You do?
But there's no dual
There's
lands.
no dual lands,
Oh.
right?
No.
No.
It's like I got like a handful of rock hydras and that's it.
Nice.
Might have a force of nature.
I've got 4 of those. So
Yeah.
now
Eight
with anything.
trample.
8/8 trample.
Wow,
plays 4 during your
burn. Good
upkeep-
memory.
upkeep.
Very good memory for burn there.
Oh, that's yeah. I
Like
remember
these
that-
days, that's
that
like a
card.
garbage creature.
Yeah, like the
Really?
game's been over for 2 turns by the time you could even take
yeah,
that out.
some of these, yeah. some
At
of
the highest levels, it's like the games are over within like 4 or 5 turns.
yeah, if you can make some of those crazy decks that come out now, like there's cards that are just put that thing to shame.
Oh,
So-
lightning bolts are hot items, aren't they?
Lightning bolts,
I've got a
those
bunch
are
of
good.
them.
yeah,
I've got
those
a
are still
ton of
worth-
those.
Those are worth some money.
Got a ton of them.
There's a few from revised, not the dual lands that are worth something.
Because I had a red deck
Wheel of
all the
Fortune.
time.
Fortune.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wheel of Fortune.
I always used red deck,
bit.
so I'd.
you might have
lightning
Wheel
bolt.
of Fortune then. That was
Yeah,
a red
see if you have
card.
Wheel of Fortune.
It was
Dave-
draw,
Dave, what do you
discard
think of
your
that?
hand and draw 7 new cards.
No, I don't have that.
You have Birds
Oh,
of
okay.
Paradise. That was a good one for revised.
Fireballs, baby, disintegrates.
Yeah, those aren't worth much. Yeah.
I didn't have any older than that, but
serious?
it's like if you were playing with alpha and beta,
Oh, no.
those are even worth more and more
Yeah.
money.
border.
Black Lotus.
Black Lotus, yeah.
But black border, Black Lotus.
Alpha Black Lotus worth quite a bit.
Is Frankie's here yet?
I
I
didn't-
ordered.
Don't believe anybody ordered it unless you did.
I had all that my old like video game and baseball card shit in my mom's basement.
Did
So
it
I
all
wonder,
flood?
I wonder if that shit's all ruined.
Oof, dude, really?
Yeah,
Oh man.
You got to keep that in your possession, man.
I know. I should have. I would have. I sold my. I had an arcade 1-up machine. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Those
Yeah.
3/4 scale.
Yep.
And yeah, somebody bought it, and the guy, he made like a. He was familiar with, and he had bought like 6 or 7 of them at this point, and he takes the. He plays the game for a while till he gets sick of it, and then replaces the hardware with like a Raspberry Pi.
Yep.
And
Yep. You can do that.
just makes it like an arcade machine that has everything on it. He replaces the springs and the buttons too, to like make them more, like
Springy.
have more spring like the arcades.
Wow.
Yeah. So why did I bring that up? Oh, just because vintage video game
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, I'd like to be
Vintage
getting rid of that vintage video game stuff at this point. I have a Genesis and a Nintendo with the boxes. How much can I get for those?
The Nintendo with the box.
100?
Probably worth at least 100.
Genesis with the box?
Probably that might be worth 100 too. I'd have to go look at it, but.
How much with a wet, moldy box?
Well, it takes away from the value.
I have a Sega CD. That's not gonna be worth much.
Yeah, no, that's worth something.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's that. What games you got for that thing?
Not many. I never really liked that
It
system.
was kind of garbage when it came out, but again, no one has it, so
That's what makes it.
so it's like there's hard
a
hard to
novelty
get them.
to have it.
Do you
I
have
still-
the version where that opens up from like the drawer, or the
No,
one that pops
top,
up?
top loader?
Okay. Yeah, that's worth some money. But yeah, the games like you got Panzer Dragoon Saga.
Negative.
Uh,
I don't have Shenmue.
Shenmue.
Yeah, that was like a
Shinobi?
valuable title. No, it's called Shenmue.
Shenmue, I thought was on the
Role-playing game.
Dreamcast.
Oh, okay. Maybe
Did
I'm
it-
mixing.
I mean,
up.
maybe there was an earlier version of it, but I've never heard of it being on. I don't know Sega as
Okay.
much as I know like Nintendo.
I
so.
do have a Dreamcast too.
Yeah, that's probably worth $100 if you got that in the box.
I would think. God, that system was so rad because you could just like
Came out, it was cool. Yeah.
bootleg all the. So you
Yeah,
could
I
just
know, I had a
burn
whole-
the CDs.
I had a whole pile of bootleg games. When I bought mine, the guy just like, here, take these too. I'm like, oh, okay.
So
Ended up
cool.
throwing them out because there's like yeah, my Dreamcast. I still got that in the box.
You do?
Yeah,
Nice.
I got all sorts of stuff in the box. I've got my collection on price charting. It tracks the value of it.
Okay.
You know what price charting says my collection's worth?
Like 5,000.
$34,000.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
How many consoles do you have?
Oh, I don't know. I've got at least 7 NESs.
Wow.
6 of them are in the box.
Have you got some of
Yeah.
them from like Craigslist and
Yeah, Craigslist, and a lot of it came from Craigslist. Back when back before people like collected it.
knew how valuable they are?
Well, it wasn't even that. It was just like back in the day, people didn't collect it when I was collecting it at the beginning, and now, in the past, I don't know, 15 years, 20 years, it's just people have gotten into the hobby of collecting it. So supply and demand, but I used to go on Craigslist, and for $50 I could get an NES console and a pile of games, and then I would go and replace the 72-pin connector in it, get a brand new AC adapter, and clean everything out. Open the games up, clean them out, and put an ad on Craigslist. Sell it for $100 with 10 games, and I probably made a few $1,000s doing that back in
Nice.
the day. Plus,
Yeah.
I made my collection just monstrous because I'd get someone else's. I buy someone's collection, I'd go through it, take out what I didn't have, put it in my collection, and I'd resell what I didn't need. So, and everyone always had Mario 2, Mario 3, all the big name games that people wanted. So,
It's crazy some of the like video when you like people who have a complete collection, except there's like a few games that are so fucking rare
Right.
that they just command these like insane
stadium
prices.
events.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. That's like $30,000.
it's some
something.
insane number like that. I don't know what it is right now. I don't
And
think
it's probably just some
I
horrible
don't think
game.
it's the exact. You ever played track and field?
Yeah, I played
It's-
at your place. It was terrible.
It's that exact game. That's all it is. It's track and field.
Unreal.
Yeah,
But people who are collectors who just like
They
want
want their collection,
complete
yeah.
their collection, yeah.
so people want to get a hold of it. So I don't think it's 30,000, but I remember seeing it at a video game convention one time. This was years ago, so it's probably worth more than this now. But I remember seeing it priced for $12,000 at a video game convention,
Wow.
and it was just nuts just to be like
Just to
seeing
see
it. Like it was
yeah.
under glass and everything, but I'm just like, wow. Like if I had $12,000 to blow right now, I could actually walk away with this.
Do you have boxes for most of your Nintendo games?
No, I've got box for. I know I've got a box for Mario 3. I know I've got a box for Mario 2. I know I've got at least one box for the original Super Mario Brothers. Then I got a few other random games I have the box. I think Legend of Zelda 2 I might have the box for. Joe and Mac have got the box for. I'd have to go sit down and look at what's down there. But no, I don't have a lot of the NES boxes. I got a lot of the Super Nintendo boxes for my stuff. So. Including, I got a box copy of Earthbound. That's worth like $2,000.
Yeah, you told me you used to just like buy those and trade them into Funko.
Yeah. Buying them for $6 a piece and turn them in for $14 a piece. I thought of game of the system hardcore back then.
It's a infinite money loop.
Yeah, until Best Buy ran out of them.
I want to get how much will a Contra inbox cost me? I like that Contra box.
I don't know, probably at least 100.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
It's
Contra.
like Predator.
Yeah.
That's what the box looked like anyway.
Did you ever watch LA Beast on YouTube? Have I ever sent videos to you for him? He kind of looks like you a little bit, and he collects all that kind of old stuff like that.
Oh, okay. I think maybe I have seen that guy like opening up wrestling cards.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. He did that. Yeah. And one of them, there was gum stuck to one of them.
Okay.
It was like the Hogan rookie or something.
He was trying to get
Did he
Hogan.
eat-
Rookie.
Yeah.
Did he eat the gum?
Yeah, it's L.A. Beast. He looks like you. I mean,
Did he
he's
eat the
a
gum?
fatter version, I should say, just to clarify. What?
Did he eat the gum?
He probably did. Knowing him, he does all sorts of weird stuff like that. Speaking of eating, I think we
Head
should.
out.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Burns is gonna eat out because he doesn't want to eat anywhere. He's got his factory. You got your factory meals?
All right, guys. Thanks for not watching since we had no one watching.
Somebody will watch us someday.
Someday
20 years
this will
from
be in the
now.
history class.
What would
Taught
you
by AI to other AI.
What would you say to yourself in 20 years? Because that's how you're signing off here.
20 years from now,
Yeah. What would you tell your?
I hope I'm retired. That's what I
There you
hope.
I hope I'm alive.
I hope I'm. I don't know. Let's see. Alive and retired. I'll take
There we
both
go.
of your answers.
There we go.
All right. Ending it.
And
Cool.
Good night, everyone.
Well, that was fun.
good to be doing one of these.
Yeah, and we don't. I mean,